production in either a movie, a TV show, as a recurring character, as a character actor, in the next maybe 15 years.
Character actor? You don't want to be a leading man?
Character actors are leading men sometimes. I don't know. I'm not my typecast is not always leading man. It really depends.
But he could grow into that.
Yeah, I could.
You got to start working out, man. You got to, like, all these superhero movies are big these days. You got to get ripped, get jacked. Listen to Dieter. Give him some protein, Dieter.
I want to do something good, though. Like, superhero movies, like, right now, very few are, like, actually good with good substance with them.
So you'd turn down a Spider-Man movie?
No, I would do a
Spider-Man
movie.
He's a little guy, and he is built very successful.
All right. Well, anyhow, so Liam's final day here.
Thank you.
Thank you,
yes,
guys.
thank you.
Good luck with your
good luck
project.
with everything.
I hope you get an
A.
A.
I hope so, too.
Well, it just goes to show you what a nonsense high school is. Like, he's doing a whole thing. He's like, I got this poster board that he's going to do for some sort of presentation, because this has been some sort of senior project thing, answering the phones for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, what if he just didn't do it?
Yeah, they're going to let him graduate anyways. Like, it's a total waste of time.
You just didn't
High
show
school
up tomorrow.
sucks.
That's a good question. I don't know what would happen.
Nothing.
They graduate you. They want to get you out of there. They're not going to go, oh, we got to keep him another year. No, it's not going to look good on their numbers. All right, anyhow. The Aftermath starts on RMG Plus in just a few minutes. If you are not an RMG Plus subscriber, sign up now at roverradio.com so you can watch or listen live. And I do have Smashing Pumpkins tickets coming with Jane's Addiction and Meg Myers Saturday, October 29th to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. The tickets are available at livenation.com, but you can win them right now if you're caller 30, 866-YO-ROVER. 866.
Stop reading text. What did they say? God, I hate you. Stop.
Where'd this text go? It's already off. He could be in the sequel for 2.5 Men. He'd play the half man.
Stop it.
It made me laugh. Anyhow, let's see. Where was I? Caller 30, 866-YO-ROVER. And good luck to you for those Smashing Pumpkins tickets.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny to get us through this Wednesday morning. Temperatures are warming quickly as well, starting in the 70s, but we're going to head back to near 90 later today. Might see a few inland isolated showers or thunderstorms for the afternoon, but we have a better chance of rainfall with more moisture moving in this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
For the best adult club experience in West Palm Beach, the only place to go is Spearmint Rhino Gentlemen's Club, the best happy hour in Palm Beach County, the legendary $5 steak and fries, and the most seductive entertainers in West Palm Beach. Spearmint Rhino has it all. Open 7 days a week with a late-night kitchen, Spearmint Rhino has you covered no matter what you're craving. Visit the leader in adult entertainment, Spearmint Rhino, at 2154 Zip Code Place in West Palm Beach, or find us on the web at spearmintrhinowpb.com.
For over 150 years, CIBC has helped people go from where they are to wherever they want to be. Commercial banking, capital markets, private wealth. CIBC. Ambitions made real. CIBC Bank USA, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bill Burr, Slight Return.
My wife always says the same thing. She's always just like, where did that come from? You just go from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds.
From his Netflix specials and F is for Family, Bill Burr, Slight Return. Saturday, May 21st, I Think Financial Amphitheater.
First of all, I idle at 75 miles an hour. All right? So don't give me this 0 to 100. I walked into this restaurant at 75. I could hear that guy talking too loud on his cell phone from the parking lot.
Tickets on sale now at livenation.com.
What's What's all the buzz about cleaning your nose, nasal hygiene, and Navage? The science is simple. Your nose is the body's air filter for trapping allergens and viruses, but it's not perfect. Like washing your hands and brushing your teeth, it's time to start cleaning your nose, too. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the back of the nose where most allergens and viruses multiply, then flushes them out the other nostril before they reach your lungs. My name's Martin Hoke, and I didn't invent nasal irrigation. It's been around thousands of years. I did invent Navage to make it easy for everyone. In less than 30 seconds, you can clean your nose. And because it's all natural and drug-free, it's safe to use Navage every single day. Are you ready to join nearly 3 million people who use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier? At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
So it's only been a few weeks on my peptide regimen from Begin a New Med Spa, and I am already feeling the difference. Hey, this is Franny, and just about a month ago, I went to Begin a New Med Spa and started their Optimal Wellness program. After my blood work results came back, the professionals there decided that peptide therapy would be super beneficial for me, and man, is it ever. I'm sleeping like a baby, and I can already see a difference in my muscle definition. But of course, I had to treat myself with some of Begin a New's other services. I received Botox and a little filler, and I swear I look years younger. Begin Anew is Jupiter's premier luxury med spa that offers cutting-edge treatments by highly trained practitioners. They offer over 30 services from laser hair removal, hormone replacement therapy, sexual enhancement, and Botox for you guys. They are super easy to find in the Fresh Market Plaza off of Indian Town Road in Jupiter. See it all at beginanewmed.com. That's beginanewmed.com.
People often ask me, how much money do I have to pay you up front to be my personal lawyer? The answer is nothing. It's free unless we win. What about a slip and fall or car crash case? Free unless we win.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's Greek. One of the best things that happened in South Florida over the past year is the arrival of QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics is giving relief every day to folks here with chronic joint pain using the latest advances in regenerative medicine. They harness the power of your own body healing properties like in your blood or plasma, concentrate them and apply them to your affected joint. The results can be mind-blowing. These regenerative treatments are designed to repair and restore your damaged joint tissue. Naturally, no drugs, no surgery, no downtime. The success rate is incredible. QC Kinetics has gone from 1 clinic to 8 clinics in less than a year. From West Palm Beach to Coral Gables. Don't go through another summer with any joint pain. Discover the exciting, all-natural, advanced options that we now have access to thanks to QC Kinetics. Free consultations. See what your options are. 954-787-PAIN. 954-787-PAIN. QC Kinetics. 954-787-PAIN.
Nothing changes America like a role model. I had one growing up. My name is John Hope Bryant. I wear a suit today because my dad wore a suit when I was growing up. But kids want to be rap stars, athletes, and drug dealers all too often because that's what they see in their neighborhood. My mission now is to give them something different to see, and you play a role in it. It's called America 2020 and Hope Business in a Box Academies. Go to OperationHope.org today and join the movement to make school cool once again. Visit us on the web at OperationHope.org.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Checking in with the Florida Highway Patrol, and the biggest issue we have right now on 95 is some tire debris from a truck tire all over the road. This is northbound and looks to be just on the north side of Hypoluxo Road. So heads up for that. Otherwise, we're looking good on the Interstate Turnpike, too. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Kelley Blue Book. Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer is an official offer to buy your car. Enter your vehicle ID info, answer some questions, then get a no-obligation offer to sell or trade it. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car. Schedule a time and drive away with confidence. For all of the its, KBB.com it.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, you're in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Lot going on always for you guys. Your chance to win $1,000 9 times a day. This hour, the word is bank. Make sure you make it happen. You got a chance to win $1,000. At 11:45, we got your chance to win Dave Matthews tickets, one of the biggest concerts of the year in South Florida. We give you that opportunity. We'll talk about the Miami Heat, what a big game they had. Our Panthers not so lucky, but we'll fill it all up for you soon. Jimmy, good morning.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
And if you're a Miami Heat fan, you were happy today. Not a good first half, but then the second half, they came out like gangbusters and turned it on. Big surprise. They were not doing good in the first half at all.
All that matters is how you finish it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
You are correct.
You get the W.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't know what I'm just doing with my hands.
Oh, wow. Interesting. It's a good thing it's dark in here and I can't see.
But there's a camera that can see everything I was doing. I made a W with 2 peace signs. I was supposed to put them together.
That's W.
That's a W now.
The big W.
They were separated before.
Big W last night for the Miami Heat. Big game, sold out. I think they had their 499th sellout at the Miami Heat Stadium. I mean, unbelievable. That's a lot of sellouts. I didn't realize they had that many sellouts when I heard that last night. And the Panthers lost. Sorry for the Panther fans.
Yeah.
And I am getting more requests for the Panthers in the playoffs than I am for the Heat, which is very surprising.
The Marlins won too.
Yeah, the Marlins did win. Yeah, the Marlins won.
I know it's not playoffs or anything, but they did
It was
win.
almost a perfect night. And Jimmy, your boy again last night did it. Judge, 2 home runs.
Judge, 2 more.
Unbelievable.
Nice.
Yankees won again, and they are having a great season. They got 27 wins.
Knock on wood.
Woo, man. So the Yankees won. But the big thing was the Heat. Big second half. Jimmy Butler dropped in 41 points. And they should have won last night because Boston, 2 of their starters didn't play. Just looked bad in the very beginning. The first half was bad. But they came out in the second half. But the crowd was going crazy. I can only imagine the ticket prices and parking down there is just really, really way out of line. But if you want to go to a playoff game, you're going to have to pay. Average ticket was like downstairs, like $600-700 easy, and those weren't even like they were behind the basket seats. Yeah. That's a lot.
It's too bad they've really priced out the average American, which is a shame.
Yeah, what they should do, and they can't control it, they never have, is it shouldn't be that the secondhand market gets so much. It'd be cost.
It's demand. I mean, demand is high. So demand is high. Supply is low, so that means prices go up. I mean, it's just the way it is. There's not much you can do about it,
And it sucks. Like you said, the average American and who would love to go to the game, but there's a lot of people who can pay that amount of money. That buys us out, yeah.
Well, it's sold out. But I'm saying if the secondhand market didn't get these tickets, they couldn't do it. And that's where they've been talking about this for concerts and everything for years and
I thought
years.
something passed with that.
No.
No?
No, didn't pass. I mean, that's what drives the price up. You know, I got 2 guys who are ticket brokers, and they were telling me last night again, and we were talking about it, and God bless them. That's what they do, whatever. But, I mean, it's like behind the basket, like I think face value for those seats are like $750. People are getting $3,500. In Carolina, something that I never heard of, the Hurricanes they only are taking ticket requests from people who live in South and North Carolina and Virginia. They don't want Ranger fans coming down.
Right.
That's crazy. Like, I wonder if that's like, is that legal that they could do that? Like, not even take your ticket
Well,
request?
again, like you said, secondhand market, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they can just glom them all up. I mean, I don't know how you can determine
where somebody's calling from.
prove like where somebody, exactly.
Email
until you get information from them. But
well, they were saying even, I mean, going back to the Orange Bowl, that a lot of Georgia fans purchased those tickets and then sold them to Michigan fans.
Yeah.
Because they knew they were going to make a lot of money off of it. They were traveling.
Yeah, I mean, and they were. And again, I've always said it. I'll die saying it. Something's worth what somebody will pay for it. But I think it's like, I believe what Jimmy says. Like, the average fan can't go to a game.
Oh, no, absolutely.
No. Parking's
can't
crazy.
go to a regular game.
No.
You know, try going to a Mets game or a Yankees game or a Marlins game. I mean, it's expensive. It's, you know, I mean, the tickets may not be quite as bad with the Marlins.
Yeah.
But you know,
Marlins
just,
are cheap.
Concessions and just going and getting a ball cap or something, get a program. I mean, it's talking hundreds of dollars now.
Yep. The only thing the Marlins is difference is their ticket prices are inexpensive because you could just go. Marlins is probably one of the only places you can go old school and go up to the gate and buy them. $25, $27. You can get tickets right there, right on for the game that night. It's probably the only place that you can get tickets. I remember that as a kid. You could go up and walk up. You can't now. But yeah, like the Heat tickets behind the basket, $700 is, and that's a lot, or $1,000. But people are getting $3,000. Then you got to park. I mean, everybody I think right now too is just going to take Brightline. That's all I hear from everybody, and because they're like, why drive down there and pay all that extra money?
It's so true.
Hell, we got to pay for parking at St. Lucie Mets games now.
And never did before?
No, it was
Really?
always free. Yeah.
How much is it? $10?
It's only $5. I mean, it's not. It's not that it's a lot of money, but it's just
still.
again, you know. And I know that they're trying to make up for what happened with spring training, and I get it. I know they lost money, but you know, again, it's you don't go for $1 or $2 or $3. You jump right to $5. So, and you know, next year it's going to be 10.
It's everywhere though. I mean, places even at the amphitheater, there used to be free parking, and I know that if you want to get up closer, you're going to pay the premium. But I went to one concert. I told you guys I think it was on Friday, and parking was $20. I went to a concert the next night. It was a different show, but the same weekend, and the parking was $40 in the same area. And I'm like, how does this happen? And I do understand. Yes, they're trying to with baseball make up for spring training. A lot of people are still trying to make up for when things were closed for the past few years as well too.
I mean, the Miami Heat do it. I thought it was terrible. They would do it in the playoffs, and I remember going. The first round for Valley was 25. Next round was 50.
Yeah,
and the finals were 100.
But that's been always though. Like that was pre-pandemic. It was expensive to park there.
I mean, you're doing the same parking.
No, I understand it.
I mean, it's just
crazy.
To go from 100, like you just said, from 25 to 100 is a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking 3 hours tops. I mean, that's like New York prices. It is the Penthouse. It is a Monday. If you guys want to jump in on a lot of stuff we just talked about, you can. 877-927-6969. You can also email Jimmy at realradio921.com, or you can text Francis at realradio, 47142?
Yes, sir.
Well, I did forget. We're going to come back. We're going to tell you about a promotion that was done, and it did backfire. Franny and Jimmy and I will tell you about it in the Penthouse. Don't forget Dave Matthews at 11:45. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. If you're going down to Gulf Stream Park, you got to stop by Tito's Raw Bar. It's a great place to enjoy yourself for a lunch or an afternoon snack and enjoy the horses. And you're in the winner's circle. Even if your horse doesn't come in first, you're always a winner with Tito's Handmade Vodka. Great seafood, great place for Bloody Marys, and just enjoy the races. It's always Tito's Handmade Vodka to make any afternoon perfect. Stop by Tito's Raw Bar at Gulf Stream Park and enjoy the day. Peace.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
40% of Americans don't have $400 saved in case of an emergency. People are working harder and harder, but falling further and further behind. That's why at our firm, our fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case. When you're injured in an accident or hurt on the job, choosing a lawyer will be the most important decision you'll have to make. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
For the best gentlemen's club experience in West Palm Beach, the only place to go is Spearmint Rhino Gentlemen's Club. Open 7 days a week with a late-night kitchen, Spearmint Rhino has you covered no matter what you're craving. Visit us at 2154 Zip Code Place in West Palm Beach or find us on the web at spearmintrhinowpb.com.
This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding. With home values at an all-time high, it's a great time to turn your home equity into cash and get a closing cost credit from RP Funding. Call 855-773-8634.
Terms and conditions apply. We must 7168 Equal Housing.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
No doubt, 100 years of success at anything is incredible. When we're talking about 100 years of doing the most good, that is really worth celebrating. And that's exactly what's being celebrated this year with the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County. 100 years of serving the Palm Beaches. And as part of the centennial celebration, their annual luncheon is getting ready to take place at the Pelican Club coming up Tuesday, May 17th at 11:30. And the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County would like to invite you to the Ties That Bind and celebrate 100 years of doing the most good. And this wonderful luncheon will feature a remarkable person who's done a great deal of good in his own life. The featured speaker, Navy SEAL Commander Grant Mann, the Executive Director of the Navy SEAL Museum. For ticket information, you may contact the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County at 561-686-3530 or visit salvationarmypalmbeachcounty.org. That's salvationarmypalmbeachcounty.org.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. I'm the president of New South Window Solutions. What I like people to understand about our company is what's unique about us. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. We go out of our way to make it easy.
Going on now. Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Cigar and whiskey lovers will gather to celebrate the ultimate weekend of premium cigars and great whiskeys on Saturday, May 28th at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. As Cigar Aficionado and Whiskey Advocate present the second ever Big Smoke Meets Whiskey Fest event. Your ticket includes cigars, tastings, seminars, entertainment, delicious food, and much more. Get your ticket online at BigSmokeWhiskeyFest.com. Use code IHeartCigars to receive 20% off all tickets.
It's Florida Community Health Center's West Palm Beach grand opening, Tuesday, May 24th, 10 a.m., providing pediatric and adult care. Visit us at our grand opening in West Palm Beach, Tuesday, May 24th, and register for your chance to win a $100 Visa gift card. Florida Community Health Centers is located at 5828 Corporate Way, Suite 135 in West Palm Beach. To learn more, visit fchcinc.org. That's fchcinc.org. Florida Community Health Centers wants everyone to stay safe and stay healthy.
You know, every 3 seconds there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web. Now, protecting your identity can be very easy thanks to LifeLock by Norton. No one company can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction of every business, but LifeLock, it's simple and easy to protect yourself. And you'll save up to 25% off your first year when you go to LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock. Just use the promo code Hannity.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Available now from iHeart, returning for Season 3, is The Restless Ones, an original podcast presented by T-Mobile for Business and iHeartRadio. Join me as I sit down for in-depth discussions with the people at the intersection of technology. You'll learn how each of these leaders is building a bridge to what's next and leveraging transformative technologies like 5G to create a more connected and meaningful future today. Listen to The Restless Ones on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. To the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Don't forget, Dave Matthews, 11:45. Everybody wants tickets to that concert. WWGD at 1:30. And the Penthouse, maybe you haven't been around or maybe you're just not aware. We have new hours. We're on 10 to 2, Monday to Friday, so make sure you pencil us in. Put us in your lineup, and we will definitely make you forget about your life if there's any issues. If not, we're going to enhance your life and make it better. Jimmy's in the house.
Good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
So there was a promotion that went on that I think went a little awry, should we say.
Yeah, so I get these all the time because my husband and I tend to use delivery services when we're feeling a bit lazy and want to do one of those all-day couch Netflix kind of days. And I sometimes, like through Uber Eats or Grubhub, I'll get free, you'll get... sometimes it says free meals or something like that. And we've never taken advantage of it, but it's for a certain amount of time. And in my head, I'm going, well, how the hell are they, making money off of this? Or it's like, it doesn't make sense. It was like $15 off, or you get the first 15 if you spend 20. They always have deals like this. But Grubhub spent or did a deal where basically they're like, get a free lunch up to $15.
Okay.
And they did this only in New York City.
Ooh.
And they were saying this promotion, you would receive a free lunch up to $15 from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Well, New York City was like, yes, please, game on. And so they got crushed.
Had to be millions of people.
Oh, my God. Well, they said that the demand crashed their app, the Grubhub app. And not just that, like, who thought of this? Like, what guy or girl was just so out of their mind saying, hey, one of the most populated cities in the world, let's send out a free lunch.
Don't you think they should have started with, like, Juno Beach?
Yeah, somewhere
Florida.
small.
Yeah.
And maybe they did.
Naples.
Maybe they did and it worked. Maybe that's what happened. But it looks like, a lot. So obviously it crashed the app. Customers were, left, wasting their lunchtime arguing with customer service for their orders. They said in a lot of these people's cases, the lunch never showed up that they ordered.
Yeah.
So, it was, they said, poor strategy. And not on top of that, because, you're going to put in all this food, but do they have that many delivery drivers?
Probably not.
To send? And I think that's what was happening. And not just that, they said that one restaurant in particular, which I'm sure they all did, that was talking about this, said that they could not handle the demand that they were getting for people ordering lunch through them.
I want to know what you get for $15.
Right, in New York?
3 grapes.
Right.
3 grapes. You get a cheeseburger.
Yeah, but see, that's what I've said. I've gotten that before. So they get offered 15 lunch. It's a free lunch, but you order something $20. You're paying $5 for a lunch.
That's great.
Right?
Yeah. So are they going to step up and give everybody credit?
I don't know what they have decided to do, but they have acknowledged, right, that redemptions were 6 times higher than a similar promotion launched back in 2021. So I guess they did it before.
And it worked.
And they said at times we were average 6,000 orders per minute. Yep.
It's big.
They said that the promotion ultimately helped to drive increased business for thousands of restaurants still struggling from the pandemic. But this time around, you just pissed off a bunch of people.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
And you know what it is, too? Now, I don't know how this works, so you'll explain it to me. Maybe, Jimmy, if you know it, I'm not aware. Do you actually put the order in with Grubhub, or do you put it in with like PF Chang's?
No, you put it in with Grubhub. So I have the app. Yeah. So I have the app, and then you go on the app, and it lists all the restaurants that they have under them, right? And so you place your little order on there, and you got Grubhub charges service fees, delivery fees. That's how they make their money. They even, if you go like to the restaurant's website and you look at their menu, they even price the items a little higher too.
Right, of course.
Yeah,
So
because they got to make money off of it somehow, right?
So if you have a complaint, then you wouldn't go to the restaurant?
No,
right?
you would go.
Restaurant. In that case, right? It's not the restaurant.
You would go through the app unless the restaurant forgets something, right, or the order, and that's happened before through the delivery service where I've gotten something and they forgot it. And I called the restaurant directly, right? But
do you think people
because it's easier to get in touch with the restaurant sometimes than it is customer service on these apps?
But isn't it Grubhub's responsibility to make sure that the order is complete?
Yes, they should, and the delivery person should have everything that's on there. So yeah, absolutely. But sometimes if the restaurant's closer by and I can't get in touch with them, I'll call the restaurant directly, and then have to get off my ass and go there and pick it up.
Right.
But yeah, it should be the delivery services.
But I'm sure there's people who call the restaurant directly if they're pissed.
Oh yeah.
And like say,
Well, most people,
like I'm not getting
blame
my
the restaurant,
food.
but they don't understand it. You know?
Yeah, well, that's a bad promotion for them.
Yes, they said, they went on Twitter and said New Yorkers went as hard for free lunch as the Rangers did in Game 7. Our restaurants and drivers are still working hard fulfilling your orders. Make sure to show them love today and every day. And that was on the app. But a lot of people were like, but I didn't even get my lunch. And I spent my lunch hour arguing with customer service.
You would think that they would give out like a coupon type
credit.
thing. You could redeem whenever you wanted to, rather than having it be a certain time in a window that you had to order it. That I think...
Yeah,
I don't know. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
I agree. I said it before.
People thought it was a scam. Like a whole entire office ordered through them, and they claimed that the whole office missed lunch after placing group orders. Nobody got it, so
well, they should give them credit.
Left a bad taste. I'm hoping they do, especially after all the bad pub they've been receiving yesterday and today.
Yeah, they should definitely say anybody who gets a $15 credit on your next order, like you just said, Jimmy. I mean, that's the only thing that they, that's common sense. You got to do that because you're going to get people who get mad. But then again, like you said, people order and they just say, hello, I'm not going to do it. And basically, this is for restaurants who don't deliver.
Some, yeah. Okay. Most, I'll say, most of these don't deliver, but you can find restaurants on there that do have their own delivery service. You just got to seek it out. Because there has been places that I've ordered from. Like you can go on Grubhub and find, I don't know, like a Jimmy John's or Chick-fil-A or something. And if you go straight through them, you're probably better off.
Yeah, and it's
cheaper.
Yeah, so you would say why. Yeah. And also with these service charges, I went through this with my stepson. As the night goes on, isn't there extra fees that they throw on there? Like because he tells me sometimes he orders 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Their fees
that I would imagine.
Yeah,
I would imagine, right?
I don't know. I've never ordered at 12, 1 in the morning, so not many restaurants are open that late. So I don't know, G-Man. Maybe with Uber Eats because they have like the surcharges and stuff like that.
Yeah, he orders Uber Eats with Dunkin' Donuts, and they come like 12:30 at night.
Okay, it's probably Uber because those same people are also ones who most of them are also picking up people as well too. So that might be their busy time.
Bad promotion for them. I wonder if heads will roll with that. I mean, again, you tried New York City. I mean, that is crazy to try there. They did it, you said 2021. Maybe it worked well, but man, that is a bad promotion because that's bad press all around for everybody.
Great promotion if they had enough people.
Yeah, if it worked.
If it worked, fantastic.
But then again, here we are talking about them.
Exactly.
So, I mean, their name is out there. And, if they can kind of sort of fix this problem, they just got a bunch of free advertising.
Yeah, you're right. Like a lot of things. Like Ashley Madison years ago when they used to do stuff like that. And nobody ever heard of them. And then you would do promotions like that. Even the one that I thought was great was that, was that one porn site who wanted to try to be the sponsor of American Airlines arenas. And it never happened. I forget the porn site name, but
nobody does, though.
That was Pornhub, wasn't it?
No. It was some rando, something brothers porn site that nobody. Yeah, I don't remember. So it didn't work that well.
No, but I mean, it got a lot of pub.
But it wasn't negative pub. Like, this is negative.
Of course.
I know their name's out there and they say whatever, bad press is good press or whatever the saying is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. When you see this, does it make you, I'm going to try them.
I think they more say, like, if they're talking about you as an individual, good and bad, it doesn't matter as long as you're talking. That's what they said for years, but I don't believe that because I think, like, Will Smith, with his whole situation, I don't think that helps him.
Yeah.
And I did hear a rumor last night. It was reported that Chris Rock might host the Oscars next year.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Huh.
I think he's going to open it up with nobody get up and slap me.
They're considering it.
Did you see it too?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be his first time, though, right? I feel like he's done it before.
Oh, I'm sure he has.
Yeah, he's done it. But I mean,
it's the timing.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's surprising, like I said. But I bet you he would open up with nobody get up and slap me. Who said that?
Oh, he would just come out. It would be awesome if he came out with like massive bodyguards surrounding him or like in a glass case or something.
And that's the thing, right? I mean, you could make such a joke.
Yeah.
Of course. And people would check it out.
Or he came up like boxing clothes or something and some boxing shorts and gloves.
Yeah, put him in a boxing ring.
Yeah, there's so many things he could do.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We'll be back with a trifecta. I'll tell you a little bit about the Florida Panthers. And also, Jimmy will give you this day in history and so much more. Peace.
No one gives a big warm hug like us when you need it. Come on, get in here. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. What?
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move throughout our Wednesday. But we'll see the sea breeze push a few showers and isolated thunderstorms further inland later into the day. Could see a few heavy downpours. Otherwise, most areas are dry, but it's hot and humid out there. Temperatures are near 90 degrees. Feeling close to 100, though, with that humidity.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Greek's Trifecta is brought to you by the quick settlement specialist, zipclaims.com.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
What QC Kinetics is doing for people in South Florida is nothing short of amazing. Hey, it's the Greek. If you have any joint pain, any pain at all, you need to call QC Kinetics. They are nation's leader in regenerative medicine, giving lasting pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, no downtime. QC Kinetics started with 1 clinic last year, but with demand has been so strong, they have 8 clinics in the region from Coral Gables to West Palm Beach and everything in between. Modern advances in regenerative medicine allow these medical professionals to take remarkable healing properties from your own body, concentrate them on maximum power, and put them directly in your aching joints so your damaged tissue can be repaired and restored naturally. So many people are living their best lives again, pain-free. Why? Thanks to QC Kinetics. If you have pain in your knees, your hips, your back, shoulder, don't let them give you steroids. Don't believe in surgery is your only option. Call QC Kinetics South Florida now. It's totally free consultation. 954-787-PAIN, 954-787-PAIN. QC Kinetics, 954-787-PAIN.
Are you currently working in the air conditioning industry with one of the partner companies of FACAA, but want to learn more skills to advance your career? Register for the Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning Apprenticeship Program with the School District of Palm Beach County's Department of Adult and Community Education. Learn the technical skills necessary to meet market demands and the soft skills to make you stand out as a quality HVAC technician. Call the Florida Air Conditioning Apprenticeship Program at 954-999-8309 for more information.
People in South Florida have figured out now that Diamonds Direct is by far the place to go for the best diamonds at the best prices. But did you know that savvy buyers as far away as Los Angeles and New York City are now driving to Boca to buy their diamonds? These high-end shoppers have discovered that Diamonds Direct has one of America's best selections of large, rare diamonds, from 3 carats to 20 carats, all certified by the GIA. Because of Diamonds Direct's international connections and tremendous buying power, we are one of only a handful of jewelry stores in the the U.S. that carries a large selection of rare GIA diamonds. In fact, Diamonds Direct's multi-million-dollar selection includes a stunning array of high-end Riviera necklaces, 20-carat tennis bracelets, and an extraordinary collection of rare precious gemstones, rubies, sapphires, emeralds, and even the really hard-to-find fancy yellow diamonds. Come see why Diamonds Direct in Boca Raton is the destination for high-end shoppers all over America. Extraordinary selection, impeccable quality, and unmatched value. Diamonds Direct, behind Town Center Mall in Boca Raton.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Racetrack gas pump thought number 7. Because fueling up is the time to think about enjoying the best flavors of a cookout in my car? Yes, please. Try the new barbecue pulled pork sandwich and chicken pizza made with Sweet Baby Ray's for a limited time at participating locations. Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
No major tie-ups if you're on 95 right now. You're heading through the West Palm area and then north towards the Gardens. We are looking pretty good. And it's the same story if you're on the Turnpike as well. Also, South County, just busy along 95 near Boca, but we're not seeing any tie-ups there. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Widespread racism against the Asian American and Pacific Islander community is a serious and devastating issue that is impacting the lives of millions every day. It's up to all of us to stand up, speak out, and put an end to this racism. Stop AAPI Hate is a national coalition that tracks incidents of hate and discrimination.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're back in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Dave Matthews tickets coming at you 11:45. Don't forget that. And your chance to win $1,000 9 times a day. In this hour, the keyword is bank.
Actually, it's money.
Oh, money. Don't listen to me.
Yep. Well, you can find money in a bank, but it's money.
Yeah. So, I mean, you were almost there, Creek.
I appreciate both of you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, no
Help
problem.
me out. Jimmy's in the house. Thank you.
Hello and good morning.
Francis in the house. Thank you.
Tell thank you.
And trifecta time.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Last night in the NBA, they picked the order of the draft, and the Orlando Magic had some magic. They will get the first pick in the draft of the NBA, and that is for the college kids coming out, or some kids maybe that, they think are going to be future stars, obviously. But the Magic pulled some magic last night, and they were supposed to be, they got the first pick, and I believe the draft is in June. But the Magic will be number 1. Speaking of basketball, the Miami Heat did win last night, 118-107. They did cover the spread also. A big second half, a huge third quarter. And Jimmy Butler, again, is having an unbelievable playoff series. He dropped in 41 points. That is amazing. There's not too many Miami Heat who have done that. I think Wade's done it a couple times in the playoffs and LeBron. But Butler did it last night, 41 points. Heat started out very bad, was down at halftime. In the second quarter, they were by 12 one time and 10. But the second half, they turned it on, played great defense. And Game 2 is Thursday night. And all the Heat have to do, I know it's not easy, is just keep winning the home games, and they cannot lose the series. And the team that is very hot in baseball is the New York Yankees, which we know we have a lot of Yankee fans down here. They won again last night, 6-5. Judge, 2 home runs. They are 27-9. Their record is unbelievable the way the Yankees are playing. But 27 wins, 9 losses, 6-5. Judge hits 2 home runs. Judge, Rizzo, and Stanton together, they have over 35 home runs in a young season. That's some lineup the Yankees have, and they're playing very, very well. A lot of these experts did not pick the Yankees to do this well. They thought maybe third place. or second behind Toronto. But so far, the Yankees are doing what they need to do. They're getting a lot of W's, and they're winning with the long ball, that's why they were called the Bombers years ago. And that is your trifecta, first one of the day. And now we're going to get a little this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, climb on board the time machine today. And we're going to go 370 years ago today. In 1652, America's first anti-slavery law was passed when Rhode Island made it illegal to purchase or own slaves. In an ironic twist, 162 years ago today, in 1860, Abraham Lincoln was nominated as the Republican candidate for the United States president at a convention in Chicago. 105 years ago today, 1917, Congress passed the Selective Service Act, which required all men between the ages of 21 and 30 to register for military service and gave the president the power to draft into the military. 88 years ago today, 1934, Congress approved the Lindbergh Act, which called for the death penalty in interstate kidnapping cases. It was named after, of course, Charles Lindbergh, whose son was abducted and murdered 2 years earlier. 69 years ago today, in 1953, American aviator Jacqueline Cochran became the first woman to break the sound barrier. 59 years ago today, in 1963, If You Want to Be Happy by Jimmy Soul hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The highly inappropriate lyrics include, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. So from my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you.
Can't put that out today.
Wow. 48 years ago today, in 1974, India became the 6th nation to explode an atomic bomb. 42 years ago today, in 1980, Mount St. Helens erupted in the state of Washington. Boy, today is a terrible day. Killing 57 people. Who got this
I am
junk?
so depressed
This
right
is terrible.
now.
I'm giving up.
I'm just kidding.
23 years ago today, in 1999, the Backstreet Boys released their third album, Millennium, featuring their smash hit, I Want It That Way. Nice.
Tell me why.
Nice. That was good.
That was good.
Talk about impromptu.
Wow, that was awesome. Did we get that as rejoiner?
21 years ago today, in 2001, the first Shrek movie was released. It won the Best Animated Feature Oscar, spawned 3 sequels, and a Puss in Boots spinoff.
Jesus, feeling old. 21 years
That was
ago.
21 years ago that came out.
I got to see, side note, the Puss in Boots premiere through the radio station.
Fort Lauderdale.
They did it on the Oasis cruise ship when that first launched,
Right.
but they had it at the port.
Yeah.
And Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek were there, and they were like announcing the movie. It was really cool.
I think we talked about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was awesome. By the way, those 5 movies made $3.5 billion.
Wow.
Oh! No?
No.
Minga!
I was going to do it, but I said that. Minga!
Damn. 18 years ago today, in 2004, Randy Johnson became the oldest pitcher to throw a perfect game for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And finally, 10 years ago today, in 2012, Facebook stock went public. Here you go. Here comes your moment.
Yeah.
For the very first time, the initial offering was $38 per share. Today's stock value is $203 per share. I think I also read a separate fact that it was like, I think they gained $16 billion that day when they first went on the market.
Crazy.
I didn't retain that particular piece of information, but it's pretty close to that. And that is what happened on this day, May 18th in our history.
It started off bad, but it got better.
It did.
Yeah, that was horrible. I didn't
the end was fine.
realize it, you know?
The end was
well, I mean, the first one was good. Anti-slavery laws were passed. I mean, that's awesome. Abraham Lincoln nominated. We know what that ended up creating, as far as slavery.
Yes.
I mean,
It's history. We gotta know all this stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe this might make it 20 years down the line. It looks like that Tom Brady is going to be the first person to be roasted on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So Netflix is doing what Comedy Central did forever, and they are calling this upcoming special the greatest roast of all time. And it's the GROAT is what they're calling it.
I like that, of course.
The GROAT. But this is, so Tom Brady has, I believe they have announced that he has some kind of deal with Netflix anyways.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he did post on there, to quote my good friend Marshawn Lynch, "I'm just here so I won't get fined," on his press release.
I think he's the executive producer.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, yeah. So he also, they referred to him in the press release as Gisele Bündchen's husband, also the 6th round NFL draft pick. They don't really say everything else about how amazing he is because it's a roast. So I think it'll be I mean, I think it'll be really good. Have you guys seen anywhere? I've been trying to look at articles who they have lined up, because we know Jeffrey Ross is typically the roast master.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he is going to be there. Let's see. I have it here. Casey Patterson and Carol Donovan are also going to be roasters on there. They were talking about, and we were joking about this yesterday. Greek and Metro, or it was on the Greek Zone, right?
Yes.
When we were talking about this, about getting Peyton Manning,
Eli.
They're going to talk about maybe getting him.
That would be great.
That was one person that was already thrown out there. I still think your idea of Eli Manning is better because he's got more of a zing that he can put on there with him.
So Casey Patterson, I just looked up. He's a volleyball player. That's interesting.
Maybe he's got a connection.
Who's the other person?
Carol Donovan.
I
only, out of those names that I saw announced in this article, Jeff Ross is obviously
he's got to be it.
He's the king of roasters.
Yes.
I forget what do they call him? The roast master general. That's it.
Yep. And Carol Donovan looks to be a comedian.
Okay.
I believe so.
Netflix vice president and stand-up of comedy formats, Robbie Praw, believes it's his work on the gridiron that makes him fit for the task. He says, "We can't wait to burn 3-time Super Bowl losing quarterback Tom Brady, who only went back to the NFL in order to delay this roast. In all seriousness, it's a huge thrill to work with the greatest football player of all time on this project." So this is actually going to be a series, too. It's not just the one with him.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we were talking about it yesterday, I didn't realize that. So as of right now, the roster of roasters has yet to be announced. But I can hardly think of at least one potential candidate right here. Retired quarterback Peyton Manning would be an absolute perfect for the show. So I wouldn't be surprised if they end up getting him.
I think Eli comes out with both rings on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, really, if you're going to do it.
Yeah. You know who, to me, it was always so funny, and I love that they get randoms like a Martha Stewart and a Snoop Dogg, but Anthony Jeselnik is great at roast. Lisa Lampanelli remember how good Lisa Lampanelli?
Oh, she was awesome.
Nikki Glacier's very good at roasting.
But could Lisa do it in today's day and age?
I don't. Oh, she was rough.
Yeah, because it was all about the color barrier.
Yeah, but even like Amy Schumer did really well back. But yeah, I'm just curious to see who else they have lined up, because those names aren't big except for the Jeff Ross, who you have to have.
Maybe they'll get Ellen.
Maybe.
I'm sure Ellen would be fine with it. I mean, she's a comedian.
Chelsea.
She started out in stand-up comedy. To me, one of my favorites along the lines with the Martha Stewart was rest in peace, Betty White.
Yeah.
I mean, she was fantastic because she would come out and just be vulgar. And of course, you don't expect that from her.
That's hilarious. Her just even being that, going to that extreme. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people they can get.
And I wonder if this is going to be at the Friars Club, where this is the traditional roast started years and years ago.
I didn't see that in the
back in the day.
Either. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of details on it yet, but
it's going to be in Belichick's backyard.
No, that'd be nice. Yeah.
And his little dog will be biting on his pants.
Nick Saban's going to introduce everybody.
And the little dog that Belichick has to be snipping on Brady's pants.
Beagle.
Yeah, the whole time.
I wonder if now Brady, I would think, is going to check everything, because I could see them going after him with Bridget Monahan. That whole thing.
I hope they don't let him. I hope they just let him have at it.
He's the executive producer, so I mean, I'm sure it'll have to have his approval. But I don't know. I don't see him objecting to it. I mean, I think he would be okay with.
I would hope so.
Almost anything, knowing it's just a joke. It's a roast.
I can see Gronk being one out there to roast him because of their relationship.
Yeah.
And when we saw them,
Kraft.
when we saw them at the Sports Illustrated event down here, Megan and I got to go, which was a really fun event. That's basically how Gronk introduced him, because when he gets Sportsman of the Year or something, and it was a roast. It was basically like 2 minutes of him roasting Tom Brady.
Yeah, I can see a lot of guys doing it who played with him, stuff like that.
And then, of course, the jokes that can go up, to Gronk, or I just mentioned before that. And I'm sorry I interrupted there, Franny there. Robert Kraft. I mean,
absolutely.
You could add all kinds of jokes on him between what happened down here and then a couple of times at the Super Bowls they win and he's up there getting the Lombardi Trophy and he's already 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah,
plenty of drinking jokes there,
because they do. They always roast the people who are there, being a host or whatever they are, and then they go to the main event, which would be Tom Brady.
Yeah. Robert Kraft, they could be like, oh, he knows how to get ready for a game.
All kinds of jokes out there you could write with him.
Because that day when he was a championship game, they played the Chiefs a few years ago. That was the day he was in Jupiter in the morning.
I can't see him saying okay to this.
No.
I don't. I
do. I think he
Robert
could.
Kraft.
I do. I think he's got the sense of humor for it. I really do.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I think people will watch it. Brady's doing more and more things. He's getting out there, obviously, with Fox. He's doing that golf match. I think that's in June. Obviously, that's going to be big against Allen and Mahomes and him and Aaron Rodgers. And I guess he's just seeing another level of things that he wants to do, and he has for him to do it. You got to be able to let people bust your chops if you get roasted.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, and, and you got to be open to it. And, if you're open to it, it's going to be fun. You got to realize it's all good fun. And there's going to be some things that hurt, obviously. And those are a good roast.
But if it hurts, then don't do it.
Exactly.
If you can't take it, if it's going to hurt, don't do it.
Yeah. Well, I think there are some things that certain people say over the years that people are like, oh, I can't believe he or she went there. But Lisa Lampanelli, you are right. She was brutal years ago. Oh. Now, she just really
I don't know where she's been.
Yeah, she disappeared. I think she got sick for a while.
I don't know.
I want to say that she did something. She did a stand-up tour not too long ago.
But a few years, though, right?
Has it been? Probably.
It's been
it's just you blink and 3 years go by.
Yeah, she had a couple issues. She definitely did.
Speaking of Netflix specials and stand-ups, prior to passing away in September, legendary comedy Norm Macdonald taped an hour-long stand-up special that is set to hit Netflix later this month. Macdonald passed away, obviously, in September at the age of 61, following a decade-long battle with cancer, unfortunately. According to Macdonald's producing partner, Macdonald shot the special titled Norm Macdonald, Nothing Special, in the summer 2020 in his living room and filmed the entire hour in one single take.
Wow.
So I guess this was all during COVID, right?
Yeah.
His test results were not good, so during the heart of COVID pandemic, he literally, the night before going in for a procedure, he wanted to get this all on tape before anything happened. So apparently we got that to look forward to. Norm Macdonald, Nothing Special, will hit Netflix on Monday, May 30th. Rest in peace, Norm.
Yeah, that'll do well.
Yeah.
A lot of people will watch that. He's so funny.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
He was. Matter of fact, it's one of those things that it was unfortunate. I haven't seen him in so long. And unfortunately, when he passed away is when it's like, oh, yeah, I remember how great he was now, So this is, I'd be looking forward to that. But, boy, is that a little creepy or what?
Yeah.
I know.
Seeing something like that after the fact.
Yeah, I think it is. Especially being in his living room.
Yeah.
I mean, not like on stage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's tough.
It looks like Lisa Lampanelli retired on Howard Stern back in 2018. She announced her retirement from stand-up comedy they said on the Howard Stern radio program. 2018, they say she's dedicating her life to performing in storytelling shows, which is interesting. Yeah, so I guess no more stand-up.
No more stand-up.
Maybe they can take her out of retirement just for this.
I think a roast is a little different than stand-up, so maybe she'd do that.
It'll be good no matter what. And Brady's got a lot of stuff that, like anybody else, you can bust anybody's chops. They got to be able to take it. But I think it'll be funny. I'll definitely watch it. It is the Penthouse. Franny, I know we got some Florida stories. What do we have coming at us?
We do. We have, just go to realradio921.com because a guy got arrested for a DUI, but he basically got busted for the way I'm doing air quotes right now, parked his car. You got to see where it ended up.
All right.
And a lot more crazy stories coming your way. And you're What the Florida right here on the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move throughout our Wednesday. But we'll see the sea breeze push a few showers and isolated thunderstorms further inland later into the day. Could see a few heavy downpours. Otherwise, most areas are dry, but it's hot and humid out there. Temperatures are near 90 degrees, feeling close to 100 though with that humidity.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
We're always looking the future straight in the eye. At FPL, we're planning, preparing, and investing in clean energy. Because Florida deserves an energy future we can depend on. See how at fpl.com/value.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code READY for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code READY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code READY for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Paid for by government.com.
Have you heard? The United States Mint has issued the Morgan Silver Dollar for the first time in 100 years. Not only that, but they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Millions of Morgan Silver Dollar buyers need this coin. However, most won't get one. These Morgan Silver Dollars are brand new, bright and shiny legal tender coins minted by the iconic Philadelphia Mint. Just call 1-800-973-3098 and you are guaranteed a new 99.9% pure silver Morgan dollar. The first time in history this has happened, but with limited quantities, you must call now to order. To learn more, call 1-800-973-3098. If you order now, you'll receive a free collector bonus, a $25 value free with every order. Call 1-800-973-3098 now to secure your new Morgan Silver Dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-973-3098.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. Almost half of all cyber attacks target small businesses, so help protect yours with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company, so you can be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet for $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract required. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 6/22/22. Enrollment in EcoBill and autopay required. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Security Edge available for additional charge. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award. What's all the buzz about cleaning your nose, nasal hygiene, and Navage? The science is simple. Your nose is the body's air filter for trapping allergens and viruses, but it's not perfect. Like washing your hands and brushing your teeth, it's time to start cleaning your nose, too. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the back of the nose where most allergens and viruses multiply, then flushes them out the other nostril before they reach your lungs. My name's Martin Hoke, and I didn't invent nasal irrigation. It's been around thousands of years. I did invent Navage to make it easy for everyone. In less than 30 seconds, you can clean your nose. And because it's all natural and drug-free, it's safe to use Navage every single day. Are you ready to join nearly 3 million people who use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier? At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage, Navage. clean nose, healthy life.
Are you or a loved one struggling with dyskinesia, which is involuntary body movements, including jerks and twitching with Parkinson's disease? The SHINE research study is investigating a new study drug that may help these body movements that people with Parkinson's can't control. Learn more today by calling 877-740-3440 or visit shineparkinsonstudy.com. Again, that's 877-740-3440 or shineparkinsonstudy.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
95 is looking good in the Palm Beaches. Now, we do have a crash if you head into Broward, southbound exit ramp to Hillsborough Boulevard in Deerfield Beach, but that is not blocking any lanes. A little slow there. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
And 1017, Real Talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in the Penthouse on a hump day, a beautiful hot day at that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are either listening on that iHeartRadio app. That is an absolutely free iHeartRadio app. Of course, you're on the FM dial. But if you do have that app and you've not utilized our feature, we have this new talkback feature. You just go to Real Radio 921 on the iHeartRadio app, click on that microphone icon, and you can leave us a voice message. And if you don't swear, we will play it on air.
Just like this.
Hey, what's up, Penthouse? Greg, Franny, Jimmy. Hey, I don't have some overly produced, bloviating fluctuation of Greek here.
Well, then what'd you call?
It's just a real person saying that I think you guys are great. Franny's great. Welcome back. Greek, as always, you're amazing. And Jimmy, holding the glue that holds it all together. Thanks a lot, guys, for all you do. Love you. Keep it up.
Aw. Just like that.
Nice. Yeah,
that
just
was
like that.
so
See?
nice.
Yeah, kiss our ass.
We love it. Those are the only ones we'll air. Just kidding.
No, I got another one for the next segment. It's great. You're
Is
gonna
it
love
good?
Yeah. Our buddy AJ left it yesterday.
Oh, my goodness. Can't wait. But yeah, this is Franny. Of course, that's Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
And we have Greek. Hi, Greek.
What is up, you macaroni brains? Right now, we're going to go to some Florida news.
Florida.
Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Yeah, so go to realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog, and you will see the way that this dude's Ford Mustang ended up.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Well, police in Tallahassee, Florida made a DUI arrest after they said a Ford Mustang traveled up a power pole.
Up?
Yes, up. The City of Tallahassee Police Department posted the video showing the scene on their Facebook page. So there's not much to it. The video and photo is enough, but you can actually hear the driver saying, was out with my friends at the Res, I'm guessing he meant restaurant, went up the curb and wound up there. And then he goes, it sucks. Yes, it does.
DUI for him.
Oh, boy. Yeah, DUI, but I mean, his Mustang is up on the pole.
Nobody got hurt, though.
Oh, my goodness. I'm assuming not. I did not say anybody was injured. But yes, this guy is going to be in a lot of trouble. DUIs. Never drink and drive, people. Never drink and drive. Luckily, it was just a pole that got hit and nobody else. And then we have on here a alligator. Talking about cars, the alligator's been everywhere. I don't know. Did you guys see that massive 550-pound alligator that they found just hanging out in somebody's pool yesterday or the day before?
Oh, no.
That was everywhere. Now we have one hanging out outside of an AutoZone. This was on Beach Boulevard.
Get in the zone.
Yeah.
AutoZone. Did it have a logo on it?
He was like, yeah. He's like, I got to get it. Everybody else is getting in there.
He's delivering parts.
But yeah, they say, listen, it's gator mating season. It's here. So we're gonna find alligators in some places that you may not normally see them, and it may be places where you hang out. And yes, on Monday, looks like the News Jacks got their hands on some video of an alligator at the AutoZone on Beach Boulevard over the weekend. It was about a 5-foot alligator, and they said he just kind of walked just up to what's going on. They said, I guess there was a street or a pond across the street, and he tried to find some shade underneath somebody's car. Now, we have cats that like to sleep underneath our car here in the studio. If I found an alligator sleeping underneath my car, they can keep it. I'm like, I'm out.
You got to be careful, too, with the cats.
Those cats, no. Those cats, they scurry away once they see you walking up to the car. Yeah. But an alligator, I have a feeling he's just like, I'm going to stay right here.
I'm hanging.
Yeah. But I'll see if I can post that because it is very, you don't see that quite often. Something else you don't see quite often is a couple dudes, one in particular, in a 8 mask and a sledgehammer. And that's what happened. There was a guy who went into a laundromat to steal, they say it was about $800. This happened in Charlotte County around 10:45. They identified him as Michael Justin Rowe and his friend Taylor Marie Farrell. Well, Taylor is like totally in her normal civilian clothes. She's just wearing t-shirt, jeans, no mask, blonde hair. You see her. But the dude next to her is wearing an 8 mask, and he is holding a sledgehammer. And that's exactly what he used the sledgehammer for, was to smash the coin machines, as I mentioned, and took $800 from it. There was video of the whole thing, and they could hear him talking. And even the girl was like, we got to go. We've been here for too long. They drive off in their car. Well, they were able to find her. They were able to look in the video as well, too, get the license plate number, and that's how they busted them. And yeah, because as I mentioned, they found out that they were registered owner of that getaway vehicle. So it was an easy bust. And then last but not least, in your What the Florida, we have a very thirsty Florida man who ended up going to jail for attacking a Coke machine. Like, I get it. Sometimes you put some money in those vending machines and they don't come out and you just shake them. Yeah. Well, this guy craving a Coca-Cola ended up in jail after his confrontation with the vending machine that caused $1,500 in damages.
Oh, God.
Yes. It happened at a hotel, and it looks like they say that he thirsted for a nice, refreshing beverage. He went to the vending machine to purchase it. The machine dispensed the wrong one. It dispensed something, just not the drink he wanted. So as he attempted to get his money back from the machine refused to give him his money back, which infuriated the guy. So he punched the machine repeatedly, eventually breaking a hole in it. That's a hell of a punch if you did that many times to put a hole in the machine. I love it. They say, despite the violence, the machine failed to provide a refund.
No doubt. No change for you.
And the guy stormed away.
I think I need to have a talk with that dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't work that way.
Anger management 101.
Yeah, witnesses that saw the destruction helped deputies find this Polk County man the next day. And he confirmed, yep, that was me. I caused damages, admitted that he was a bit angry over the issue. And he was arrested and charged with felony criminal mischief. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Don't forget in this hour, your chance to win tickets to Dave Mattis at 11:45. We're going to come back and we're going to tell you about a case that is getting crazy and the time that people wait in the morning just to get a seat in the courtroom. It is the Penthouse, and we'll be back. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move throughout our Wednesday. But we'll see the sea breeze push a few showers and isolated thunderstorms further inland later into the day. Could see a few heavy downpours. Otherwise, most areas are dry, but it's hot and humid out there. Temperatures are near 90 degrees. Feeling close to 100, though, with that humidity.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Don't drive much, don't pay much with pay-per-mile insurance from Allstate. Life is good when you're in the driver's seat. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
What's all the buzz about cleaning your nose, nasal hygiene, and Navage? The science is simple. Your nose is the body's air filter for trapping allergens and viruses, but it's not perfect. Like washing your hands and brushing your teeth, it's time to start cleaning your nose, too. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the back of the nose where most allergens and viruses multiply, then flushes them out the other nostril before they reach your lungs. My name's Martin Hoke, and I didn't invent nasal irrigation. It's been around thousands of years. I did invent Navage to make it easy for everyone. In less than 30 seconds, you can clean your nose. And because it's all natural and drug-free, it's safe to use Navage every single day. Are you ready to join nearly 3 million people who use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier? At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
This message is sponsored by Greenwise Financial. Did you know if you have over $10,000 in credit card bills, you have a right to settle that debt for less than you owe? We are Greenwise Debt Relief. We specialize in saving people just like you thousands of dollars off their credit card balance. If you want to put more money in your pocket, call us for free information now. 800-200-3785. That's 800-200-3785. 800-200-3785.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
95 is looking good in the Palm Beaches. Now, we do have a crash if you head into Broward, southbound. Exit ramp to Hillsborough Boulevard in Deerfield Beach, but that is not blocking any lanes. A little slow there. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, why is it that Joe Biden is sending pallets of baby formula to illegal immigrants over American citizens who desperately need it? And why does he keep putting foreigners ahead of us even when it comes to funding in Ukraine? I'll expose it all. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
Available now from iHeart, returning for Season 3, is The Restless Ones, an original podcast presented by T-Mobile for Business and iHeartRadio. Join me as I sit down for in-depth discussions with the people at the intersection of technology and business. You'll learn how each of these leaders is building a bridge to what's next and leveraging transformative technologies like 5G to create a more connected and meaningful future today. Listen to The Restless Ones on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Advice to get a yes, aim lower. So I'm going to try that next time I ask someone to touch me. Lower, 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 right there. Oh, yes.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. That was a great one, by the way. That's some great advice. Thank you, Franny, for that great advice.
Thanks, Franny. That was
awesome.
I'm glad he took it that way. I did. I just like put it out there in the universe, and then you just take it however you want.
That's like everything else. It's like what happens every day with a therapist. They sit down with people, men and women. They give them advice, and some people take it, some people don't. Great job by the callback. You guys have been doing a fantastic job over the last month. Thank you. Keep them up, and they're very funny and entertaining. Jimmy's in the house.
Good morning.
Francis is here.
Hello there.
And if you like listening to us, you'll probably love looking at us. You can go to our website and go to Real TV, and it's sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. And always check out Monroe's, open until 5 a.m. Today, open bar from 2 to 4. And next weekend, they have their huge contest, feature of the year. And I'm going to be one of the judges. So next week, I will give you guys some more details about it. But next weekend, make plans to get over to Monroe's and see these ladies who are unbelievable, the talent that they have. Speaking of talent, Johnny Depp has some talent as a actor, and his, well, I guess soon-to-be ex-wife, because they're not legally, are they legally divorced, Amber Heard?
I think so.
Are they?
I don't know.
I don't know. Are they? I was wondering that.
Do you know, Jimmy? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I would assume that they are.
If they're not, they need to be.
Well, if they're not, they're going to be.
Yeah, no, they're divorced.
Are they?
I believe, because when I'm looking now, it says his spouse. Like when you go into his his Wikipedia, it says 2015 to 2017.
Oh, okay. I thought
yeah,
they
so
were.
it's been some years.
Yeah, I thought they're trying to rekindle. But yeah, their divorce, their hearing is getting crazy. More and more people are watching every day. I would say in the last month, I've heard people say to me, "Oh, I can't miss it." They say people get there 5 o'clock in the morning to try to get a seat. It's like the OJ case years ago. They said people used to like sleep out to try to get a seat. But it is crazy, some of the stuff that's coming out. A lot of abuse on both sides. Who knows who's telling the truth, because they're both actors and actresses, obviously. But yeah, it is really picked up a lot of steam. And it's the first trial in a long time where people, going home and watching it, from what I've heard from the people I know.
I think she's done, right? She's done speaking right now on trial. I believe so. I think yesterday she did.
Okay.
Yeah.
She had some explosive stuff yesterday where, she said he was trying to kill her and choke her, and, and they were in Australia one time, and then obviously he's going to get on the stand and say his stuff. But yeah, it's been crazy, some of the stuff.
Yeah, I guess there's also video that came out and she had to admit to it, of James Franco coming over to their home the night before she filed for divorce from Johnny Depp. And they were just, it's just been really nasty.
Yeah.
It has. And so
and most
she admits to hitting him as well, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She said a few times. But she makes it more like she was protecting herself than anything. And the Franco thing, I saw that the night before, but she was technically still married, and he comes over.
Yeah.
Not a good thing. That's why there's cameras everywhere, people. Remember that. You may forget that. Like when you're in an elevator someplace or something like that, if you're pulling shenanigans, there's somebody watching you. But people getting there 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to sit there, that's amazing to me. And it's not the press that people are that, they just want to do something like that. I got to check it out. I want to be around the
I'm not surprised. And I bet you the more and more this has been going on and the more people have been reading about in the press, probably the bigger crowds are getting to go over there to get to that courthouse.
I'm not surprised either. I just don't understand it. I don't understand the fascination with it. It's such a sad sight to watch, and yet we're just glued to it. Like we have to know what's going on in their personal lives.
Yeah. People love reality TV, and this is as real as it gets.
That's the thing, right? That's
unless
we were
they're
talking
acting
yesterday. What are things that you hate that other people love? And something like that. This is one of those things for me. It's like reality TV. And,
it's like a car accident.
This stuff, I don't know. This is your personal life. This shouldn't be put out there, but. Well, I guess they have no choice because it's a court and everything. So the judge made the ruling that this could be public. But I don't know. I wouldn't want it out there.
No. I don't think anybody would want it. But I think, like you said, you have no choice. Once you go into court, it's people are going to see it. It started off a little quiet, really did, but it's picked up speed. It's been a few weeks now, so probably over a month. And the more and more it's on, the more and more you're hearing people talk about it. the different things that have happened, coupled to situations. The whole thing about somebody going to the bathroom in the bed was crazy. She said that was his dog who ate weed. The violence that went on in the relationship on both sides.
No, just to bring this back to focus a little bit.
Yeah.
This is a defamation of character, correct?
Yes.
It's a lawsuit?
Yes. That he's filed against Amber
Heard.
Heard.
Anybody think that either of these two have a better looking character after all this is said and done?
Yeah. But yeah, her cross-examination wrapped up, Amber Heard, I believe, yesterday. But there's so many things coming out here now, like TMZ is reporting that there's speculation that Johnny Depp and his lawyer, her name is Camille, are hooking up.
They're dating.
Yeah, that they're a thing right now.
I don't know if that's relevant. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Well, no, nothing's relevant, but TMZ is going to pick it up and talk about it.
Yeah.
It's nothing relevant to the case.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't make him look bad. He's hooking up with his lawyer. Probably trying to get a break on the bill.
Is that what he's doing?
Hook me up. Again, they're spending so much time together. Things happen. I don't know. It is. I mean, TMZ is going to find out everything, obviously. But yeah, the people are consuming it. That's the bottom line. They are consuming it, like Jimmy says, and they watch it and they want to go. And I mean, I can't see that getting up 5 o'clock in the morning, me personally, to go want to sit in a courtroom, but people do. They want to get near both of them. I'm sure there's going to be a movie about this down the road. I wonder who's going to star in it, but there's definitely going to be a movie.
You think so? I mean, we're watching it right now.
Well, just like the OJ trial. I mean, people, they made a lot of, obviously.
TV special.
Yeah, it was the murder and all that case, forget about it. It had everything in there. But I think this will be on there, too. Somebody will make a movie about it.
I would be surprised. I mean, I don't know if it will, but
yeah.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
But yeah, as G-Man mentioned, 5 a.m. fans standing outside of the building, and they had to put on there, like, attention effective immediately. The line for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case spectators are not permitted to loiter or camp out on the judicial complex before 1 a.m. They had to put that there because it was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said they were
Before 1
lining
a.m.
up. They said they were lining up at 10 p.m. Sunday for Monday's 9 a.m. start.
Oh, my God. Just to sit there. And you can watch it on TV. I mean, that's the whole thing. You can watch it on court TV, but I guess you want to be in there. Maybe you want to be spotted on TV.
Watch it on TikTok.
So listen to this.
Somebody streams it live on there. I don't know who, but somebody does.
Oh, every day?
Yeah, I've seen it every time. I scroll through, and there it is.
So I guess they're saying, like, as for the process to score a seat, they're told court officials have about 100 wristbands that they dole out on a first come, first served basis for the main courtroom, and then an additional 150 wristbands for the overflow room. And still dozens of fans are being turned away. But there are sources saying that there's been screaming matches when people are cutting in line.
I can only imagine.
There are even black markets with people offering cash for these wristbands as well, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a hot ticket.
They say that the crowd is almost entirely supporters of Johnny Depp. They say that every time he's walked in, he's gotten like a hero's welcome almost every day as he's arrived. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy scene.
I say OJ, same thing. I mean, again, same thing. The trial, the Dream Team used to walk in, everybody used to clap for them, go crazy. There's it's a public opinion. I mean, and again, in all these cases, somebody picks a side, and it just seems like there is one side, like you said, Johnny Depp, but he's getting accused of all this stuff. He's telling her, but I mean, they're saying he hit her, or choked her. I mean, all this stuff, but people are liking him.
Well, I saw a lot of memes out there that all were like, oh, call me Johnny, I'll treat you well and all that. But that was during his testimony. And I haven't seen so much of it since she started testifying. So I was wondering if public opinion had
changed,
sort of turned on that.
Doesn't really feel like it.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
But from what you guys are talking about.
No, I heard a couple girls talking about the case, and I was shocked what they were saying about Johnny Depp. Like, are you kidding me? It's Johnny Depp. So what? And I'm like, what do you mean, so what?
So what? If he beats on women, then that's an issue.
Yeah.
There's not a so what there.
If that stuff is true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's terrible.
Yeah.
But again,
and
like
vice versa. I mean,
yeah, like
of
you said.
course.
Yeah.
Public opinion is out there, and it seems like people are leaning toward Depp. And then I want to see what the final ruling is. And again, what he's looking for, he's not going to get paid. There's no way she has that kind of money. She just doesn't. And I'm sure she got money from him when he got divorced. So he's probably going to get his own money back in a way, maybe.
I have to question, what did this do to help him?
No, I don't think anything.
He's the one bringing this up. What did this do to help him? I mean, he's right. Am I right in when he's claiming that like he can't get work because of this? The reputation that she created of him keeps him from monies.
Yep.
And if that's the case, I don't know. Is it just going to help him? Is he going to get movie roles now after this?
I think he
know
looks
he
worse.
might.
And that's the point right now. I don't feel like it's a money thing. Like you said, is she going to get the money? I feel like for him, it's for him to look like the good guy in here.
Yeah, and she lied and exaggerated.
Yes.
But again, some of the stuff that's coming out, I agree with
I think
Jimmy.
that's what's important to him.
And he's
pride
not
factor.
Yes.
Yeah. He's not going to listen because he's a movie star like most people. And if you're his agent or lawyer, you might be like, when you sat down and heard everything, and you sat down with him and said, all right, is this true? Is that true? You would think people would say to him who was intelligent, bro, this isn't going to help you. You're not going to look better, what you're saying. I don't think he looks better. I think he looks worse. I think any guy who puts a hand on a girl is terrible, if that's true. And like we always say, it's alleged. That's her side, and he's going to have his side. It is crazy, but I still think it's crazy that people, like you said, 10 o'clock at night, we're going to sleep out, what is that, almost 11 hours just before trial was going to start. And then they said, okay, we got to cut it down to 5. It's our society. And like you said, people can't get enough of it.
You thought heat tickets were expensive.
Right?
And Panther tickets. It is the Penthouse. We'll come back with a trifecta and then your chance to win Dave Matthews tickets in the Penthouse. Peace.
Introducing the latest way to hear the greatest station in the world. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
The Treasure Coast Songwriters Festival, presented by Gordon & Partners, fortheinjured.com. Coming to Martin County. Enjoy small venue shows with over a dozen of VMI Nashville's most accomplished songwriters who've written hits for George Strait, Garth Brooks, Keith Urban, and more. 4 days of free music this Thursday through Sunday. Go to tcsongwriters.com for more. Sponsored by Pirates Cove Resort and Marina and Manatee Island Bar and Grill in Port Salerno. Latitudes at the Marriott Beach Resort on Hutchinson Island. By St. Lucie Battery and Tire. And by Florida A&M University's Mary.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move throughout our Wednesday. But we'll see the sea breeze push a few showers and isolated thunderstorms further inland later into the day. Could see a few heavy downpours. Otherwise, most areas are dry, but it's hot and humid out there. Temperatures are near 90 degrees, feeling close to 100 though with that humidity.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Don't drive much, don't pay much with pay-per-mile insurance from Allstate. Life is good when you're in the driver's seat. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
As a small business owner, your bottom line is always top of mind. So start saving by switching to Comcast Business Mobile. It's a mobile service designed for small business that can save you money with unlimited data for just $24 per line per month for 10 lines. Perfect for any small business looking to grow. Or you can pay by the gig. And with access to millions of Wi-Fi hotspots, you'll pay only for the data you need. With no line fees, activation costs, or term contracts. You can save up to $500 a year on your wireless bill, all on the most reliable 5G network. And it's only available to Comcast Business Internet customers. So boost your business's bottom line with a more reliable, more affordable mobile service by switching to Comcast Business Mobile today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability assessment wins in 2H 2021. Wi-Fi networks not tested. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99. Only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
So it's only been a few weeks on my peptide regimen from Begin Anew Med Spa, and I am already feeling the difference. Hey, this is Franny, and just about a month ago, I went to Begin Anew Med Spa and started their optimal wellness program. After my blood work results came back, the professionals there decided that peptide therapy would be super beneficial for me, and man, is it ever. I'm sleeping like a baby, and I can already see a difference in my muscle definition. But of course, I had to treat myself with some of Begin Anew's other services. I received Botox and a little filler, and I swear I look years younger. Begin Anew is Jupiter's premier luxury med spa that offers cutting-edge treatments by highly trained practitioners. They offer over 30 services from laser hair removal, hormone replacement therapy, sexual enhancement, and Botox for you guys. They are super easy to find in the Fresh Market Plaza off of Indian Town Road in Jupiter. See it all at beginanewmed.com. That's beginanewmed.com.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Well, getting on 95 right now should be pretty hassle-free. 15-minute ride southern to PGA. FHP not reporting any accidents for us anywhere from Boca to Jupiter. Turnpike, a similar story. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's $5.
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Good after morning to all you people out there. Thanks for listening to Real Radio all the time. We appreciate you guys. We like to be the sauce on your macaronis. Don't forget it. And today is macaroni day in some households. Jimmy's in the house.
Good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And it is time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, last night the Heaters were what they sounded like. They were on fire in the second half as they beat the Boston Celtics 118-107. Do I sound like I'm happy? Yes, I am, because I always like when the Heat won. And guess what? We got 3 wins away, and we're in the NBA Finals. Can we do it? Yes, we can. We only have to do one simple thing. Keep winning at home, because we got home court. Jimmy Butler record last night, over 40 points. He dropped in 41 points. Heat, big second half. First half, not so good. We're trailing at halftime. But turned it on in the second half and shut down Tatum. Tatum had 21 points in the first half, and it looked like a long night for the Heaters, but he only finished up with 29, so they shut him down in the second half. So Miami's up 1-0. Game 2 is Thursday night. Unfortunately, the Panthers up the road a little ways did not do as well. They got beat by Tampa, so they're down 1-0, but that's all right, because last series they started 1-0 down to the Capitals, and they won. Game 2 for them will also be on Thursday night. And the Orlando Magic will get their first pick in the NBA draft, and I believe that's at the end of June. Last night they had all the numbers picked, and Orlando Magic had some magic. They got picked, so they are going to have the first draft in the NBA, and hopefully whatever pick it is will help them get better. And the New York Yankees are still the hottest team in baseball. They won again last night, 6-5. They are 27-9. Unbelievable start. Judge 2 home runs last night. 2 home runs last night by Judge. So Judge, Stanton, and Rizzo together, they have over 38 home runs so far. Yankees off to a quick start, doing very, very well, 27-9. Not a huge lead because Tampa Bay is pretty close to them, who nobody even talks about it. And last night in Boston, some kid was very lucky. Maybe Francis could put up the video. He was sitting in the left field above the Green Monster, and he didn't catch 1 home run ball. He caught 2. And he was on the news last night. ESPN even had him. 1 was a ricochet and he caught, and then 1 he caught in midair. So this kid, a young kid, got on TV for catching 2 home runs. And if you ever went to a baseball game, I don't care who you are, you're always like, man, I hope, and as kids, we all brought our gloves. And when you were little, and you wanted to catch a ball. And you would always be like, wow, can I catch a ball? I remember sitting behind home plate sometimes, and people would bring the fishing poles, like the nets, and they would try to grab the ball.
I was like, that's impressive. They can do it with a fishing pole.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
Yeah. They used to,
Just hook it.
they would do it with the net, though. It was crazy. And as a kid, you were always like jealous. And if they missed it, it would roll down, and you would hope like the bat boy would throw it to you sometimes. But yeah, to get 2 balls in one night, it's amazing. So this kid was happy. He was all jacked up. It looked like he was with his girlfriend hanging out. But one was a ricochet, and then one he caught on a line drive, that's impressive to catch it barehanded. So hats off to that Boston Red Sox fan last night. But the Yankees are the story. They won again, 27-9. And Judge, one of Jimmy's favorite ball players, again, big night, 2 home runs. Hopefully he can sign a long-term deal with the Yankees. They are working on it, they said, with Judge to keep him in pinstripes for a long, long time. And that is your trifecta. Peace.
Well, I saw something on BuzzFeed that I thought was pretty interesting. A bunch of people had written in with secrets from their workplace. I don't think most of these people work at those jobs anymore. Now, we got a couple minutes before we get to giving a pair of tickets to Dave Matthews Band, so I thought maybe we could go over a couple of these because they might gross you out. They might make you laugh. I don't know. You be the judge. Here was one that one person wrote in. Movie theaters place leftover popcorn in large storage containers or garbage bags at the end of the night, then mix it in with fresh popcorn the next day. This particular person had done that for over a year.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. At least they don't put it like...
Hold on. Popcorn's off the list. Check. Milk duds it is.
I'm the person who pops on popcorn and brings it to the movie theater. So.
Nice. That's how you do it.
Yep.
Here's one. Funeral homes are a business, and funeral directors will absolutely take advantage of grieving people. The most offensive to me are the cremation boxes. They literally just give you a cardboard box, and that's all that it is. It should cost less than $100, but they really overcharge and take advantage of people. Another person wrote, businesses offer rebates rather than cash discounts because they know the odds of you going through the trouble of mailing in a rebate coupon are minimum. That doesn't surprise me. I think we see that a lot. Here's one that isn't so savory. Those metal or wicker baskets lined with parchment paper that your fries come in on, they're never washed. Oh, we pull them straight off the table and put them right back into the kitchen.
Yep, I can see that. I can see that, absolutely.
When talking to a lawyer, be very, very careful about questions probing your income. Lawyers will absolutely charge you thousands of dollars more if they can figure out that you have plenty of money laying around, all for the same service and time afforded to clients paying significantly less.
That's a shame that they do that.
Yeah.
That's because that's really, they're screwing you.
Yeah. Here's one that I think we probably know, but you don't really think it's out of sight, out of mind a lot of times. Credit card companies will raise your interest rate for no reason and wait for you to call to complain before getting it lowered. So often check your statements and see, and if you do, call, because a lot of times they'll bring that down for you.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of businesses that promote that they'll help you get out of that because with a lot of people who don't realize their interest rates went up. And so they go and they fight
it just goes up.
Credit card companies, yep.
Here's one. Never use glasses provided in hotel rooms, especially in the bathrooms. I've seen those get cleaned with the same rag that cleans the toilet and sink.
Oh, God.
Good boy. Thank you. Good.
That is disgusting.
Note to self, I'll be taking cups by anytime I go to a hotel room now. Whenever you are at a fast food drive-thru, we hear everything. As long as you're there, as long as you're near the sensor, the microphones are open and they pick it up and they listen to your conversations.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's bad because a lot of people complain like if they take too long. You always hear people like, what the hell are they doing?
What's going on? What are they doing? Yep.
Yeah.
They hear you.
Oh, yeah, they hear it. I've heard some comments before with some of my friends, and I was always like, man, forget it. Don't say it. Like coffee in the morning. What takes so long?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there should be limits on what you can get. Crazy.
Here's one for the ladies. Well, I guess it could be guys too. Professional hair color at a salon costs the salon around $6 a tube. That $40 product actually costs $10 to anyone who had a license. Salons are huge cash cows because the products are actually very cheap.
But but you really are paying for the service. Right? You're not paying much for the product. I mean, you're going because whoever is doing and I've learned because my sister does hair, they're spending hours with women. So you're paying for their time and the work that they're doing.
Well, and this person is just, I think was only talking talking about the markup of the cost.
Oh,
the
yeah.
product.
Oh, no.
itself.
The products are cheap. Very cheap. I used to buy through my sister because she can. And she gets
Wholesale.
it at a
See-
wholesale. Gets it at a discount.
And see, I didn't realize that. I figured that the products were probably pretty pricey too because they were better quality or something.
And
you
well, it
know?
depends, right?
Yeah,
It depends on what product it is. There are some products that are going to be pricier than what we would spend at a
Sure.
pharmacy or something like that.
True.
But
true. Your mortgage has been transferred so many times that odds are that your payment records are incomplete.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Something to keep an eye on. I knew that mine was too, and it's not something you think about until afterwards you see it.
Or you start changing who you got to put your bill to. Like a different company.
Right. Right. A sports stadium, in other words, they left that out, so they didn't want to say exactly which one. Used to save the cooked unsold hot dogs in a bucket of water every night. This was after scraping off the bun contents.
Disgusting.
Boy, tell you what, that $10 hot dog.
What? Wait, and they would scrape out the bun too
so
to make
if it was already in a bun,
Yeah.
so there would be a little bit of
Like
if
bun
you take
stuck
it out,
to it?
Yeah. Take the bun. Yeah.
Well, sometimes they make them together. You know what I mean? They just hand if you want mustard or whatever, the hot dog's already there at games.
It's already in the
Oh
bun.
yeah, in the foil. I've had it given to you.
Yeah, so then they got to scrape it off.
Yeah, I understand. I wasn't
Because the
understanding when you
roll's
said
probably shot.
bun content. I wasn't getting that part.
Here's one that I don't know. It's sort of. I think this is a nice thing, a nice thing in a way. I work with kids at a daycare, and we see babies take their first steps sometimes, but we never tell the parents because we don't want them to feel bad about missing.
Oh,
Yeah, I get it because can you imagine how devastated to find out that they missed that?
Sure, and that's actually kind of a nice.
I was 11.
I worked at a sports bar, and we would regularly find chicken heads in our weird parts and other weird parts of the chicken in the wings.
So I thought when you said chicken heads, I thought you were meaning a girl because that's a slang term for a woman.
Really?
You never heard that
Chicken
before? You never heard that before?
In the rap songs, right?
Yeah. Look it up.
Oh, Franny, downtown bag.
Look it up.
Nice. With a kiss. Chicken wings are forever ruined for me because of the things I found while working at this particular place. Here's a couple more. We'll round this out. My husband worked at a famous hotel chain, and employees had sex in the rooms. They would do it on top of the beds and then just straighten it out afterwards.
I believe that.
And finally, I would say, I won't say where I worked, but if you call a company that doesn't use a call center and are a pain to deal with, we remember your name. And when it pops up, we will purposefully not answer your call and keep you on hold for a long time and generally jerk you around. Yeah, so I guess those call centers, they keep track of who you are and when you're calling. So just a couple of things to remember. Those are on-the-job secrets. And I want to know your on-the-job secrets of what happens at your place or a place that you used to work at. So you can always email the show, jimmy@realradio921.com, or text us. It's nice and easy. 47142. Start off that text with Real Radio. That way Franny will get it. She'll read it on the air. And if you want, you can use our talkback feature. If you've got the latest iHeartRadio app on your phone, make sure you do that and search for Real Radio 921 on there. Make us your favorites. And you'll see a little microphone there in the middle of the screen. Press that. You can leave a message. That's our talkback. We'll play that on the air if you don't swear.
There you
You
go.
guys want to give away some Dave Matthews Band tickets?
Let's do it.
All right.
Yes.
We are giving you a pair of Dave Matthews Band. By the way, they got two big shows coming up, May 28th and 29th at the I Think Financial Amphitheater. Now, you've got to be able to make either show because we don't determine which one you go to. Ticketmaster will, who is it? Is it Live Nation? I'm sorry. Live Nation will determine which show that you will receive tickets to. So that's really important. You got to be able to go to either show. Those tickets are on sale, but you can win a pair right now at 877-927-6969. Give us a call. We're going to do a little Who's Most Likely To again today?
Yeah, sounds great.
All right. So that's where Franny will read a scenario. The three of us will decide amongst us who is most likely to do whatever that scenario is. And if you guess who we chose, then you're going to win these tickets to the Dave Matthews Band. Give us a call right now.
Guys, don't forget, and ladies, Entertainer Championship, May 26th through the 29th at Monroe's. 4 days, 6 performers, and $5,000 cash prize. And guess who one of the judges is? Here comes the judge. The G-Man is in the house. They had to twist my arm to say yes to this, but I do it for the team, and I am a team player. So I will be at Monroe's Entertainer Championship, May 26th through the 29th, and it is going to be great events. 4 days, 6 performers, $5,000 cash prizes.
Nice. Hey, maybe after you go to the Dave Matthews tickets, if you're the concert, if you're the winner, you can go to Monroe's and end your night with a bang.
Yeah, and have a good time. Don't forget, they're open until 5 a.m.
There you go.
But again, I am doing it for the team. That's where I go. I go where the meetings are all the time, and I'm going to help out. And I'm honored that they.
You're like, do I have to?
Yeah, I mean, I do what I had. I mean, work never stops for the G, man. I'm always working. Always working. You've seen the ads. Monroe's Entertainer Championship, May 26th through the 29th. And again, 4 days, 6 entertainers, and $5,000 cash prizes.
And I have been to a few of these events at Monroe's, and I will tell you what. Because I know people who are not into adult entertainment places, it is very impressive how athletic. Yes, they are sexy, I understand, but what they can do
it's amazing.
On these poles, it's gymnastics on a pole. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Should be a gold medal.
Yeah, it should be. You're right.
It definitely should.
Weren't they trying to get pole dancing in the Olympics?
I thought it was.
You know what? I was very.
Would that be the summer?
Yeah.
Back to my Jamaica vacation. I was looking at the daily events that they have, because they have the games at the pool and all the stuff and all the fun things I didn't get to do. One of the things they did have was aqua pole dancing classes.
Hey,
in the pool.
That's great.
I'm sure it was real fun. You ready to do this?
Sorry, was I putting a little salt on the wound? I really didn't mean to, and then I realized
I brought
as
it up.
those words came out, I'm like, I
know.
Let me take that back.
I brought it up.
That might have hurt.
Okay, let's do this. Let's turn off your cameras and let's get this thing going.
Okay, there we go. All right, and we're starting with our good friend Paul. Paul, welcome to the Penthouse. What's going on, pal?
Hey, y'all. How you doing?
Hi, Paul.
How's it?
How's it going, Paul? How are you, little buddy? How long you been listening around radio?
Oh, man. Phew, long time.
What do you think of that Greek kid?
20 years.
Wow.
Oh, salt of the earth.
Wait. Is that a good thing?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's fantastic.
That's good. Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. All right, Paul, we are going to give you a scenario, and we are going to vote amongst ourselves as to who is most likely to do whatever Franny says. And if you guess what we guess, then you're going to see Dave Matthews. How's that sound?
Oh, man, let's get it done.
All right, here we go. All right, let's get
like
a little
it.
Dave Matthews going here.
All right, let's
All right.
get this done, Paul. I'm going to ask you the question and just give us a moment to place our votes, and Jimmy will cue you up for your answer. So out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who's most likely to marry someone who has been to prison?
All right, Paul, out of the three of us, Francis, Greek, or myself, Jimmy, who is most likely to marry somebody who's been to prison?
Gosh, man, that's a tough one. Ah, man. I don't know, man. Franny's all about the forgiveness, but Greek loves them freaks, so I'm going with Greek.
Oh, man, you should have gone with the forgiveness.
Yeah.
I thought you had it.
I thought you did too.
Yeah, they voted for me. I did marry somebody. I'm just kidding. He's never been in prison. I'm kidding. He's never been.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
No.
Did I marry a dude that was in prison?
I'm trying to think.
Gonna hang up and call back?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Give it a shot.
Yeah, why not?
Different name, please.
All right, Paul. Nice try. Next up, we have Andy. Andy, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Andy, how are you today, my friend?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm not bad. I mean, hanging in there and doing a radio show, having fun with the guys and girls. How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
I've been listening to Real Radio for about 7 years now.
Oh, nice. What do you think of that Greek kid so far?
He's a great guy.
No complaints there.
How about that? Huh?
I love it.
Nice job. You want to win a pair of Dave Matthews Band tickets?
Of course. I could never complain about that concert.
All right. Can you go to either show, May 28th or May 29th?
Yes, either show.
Dynamite. All right. Franny's going to read a scenario. The three of us are going to vote who is most likely to, and then we're going to pass it on to you. And if you guess what we chose and voted for, then you're going to win. All right, bud?
Perfect.
All right. Let's get this done. Out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who's most likely to flirt their way out of a speeding ticket?
Oh, boy. Oh boy, I have. Oh.
Hold on a second. We're still trying to figure this out.
I'm sorry. I got to do it. All right. We have our answer. Andy, right? I got 18 pieces of paper. Andy, out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who's most likely to flirt their way out of a ticket from a police officer?
Let's do Franny.
Of course.
Of course.
That's easy.
I cry my way out of speeding tickets.
That's still flirty. Same thing.
Same thing. It's still flirty.
Same thing.
And
Greek,
is it?
Greek flirts with Ben Franklin.
Oh, God. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And there's no more men police than obviously women.
You don't discriminate.
Oh, I know. It is. I have seen a couple ladies in West Palm Beach and Palm Beach Gardens that are very attractive as police officers, I have to say.
I know. You've told the stories before.
Yeah,
I have. And I wouldn't mind going out with them.
That's why I voted for you.
I had the fuzzy handcuffs and all.
But you know what, Andy? It doesn't matter because you got it right.
Yep, you chose the right one. Andy, I'm going to put you on hold. If you'll hang in there tight for a couple minutes, I'll get back with you and we'll get you set up with those tickets. Okay, bud?
All right. Perfect. Thanks, Penthouse.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. How about that? That's how you win.
That's
right
it.
Here on the Penthouse.
Yes, and you know what? We're all about giving, and we got more prizes coming up all this week. We got Dave Matthews coming back on Friday, but tomorrow, 11:45, we have tickets for you to if you want to see Kid Rock. That's what we're gonna have.
Oh yeah, Kid Rock. Great show, great entertainer. Great lineup this week. Dave Matthews and Kid Rock. We always have great lineups, great tickets for you guys and giveaways, but that is fantastic.
It's Kid Rock and Grand Funk Railroad, right? I believe. I think that's who he's touring
Grand
with.
Funk's going to be with
I
them?
think so, or did I make that up?
No kidding. Because that's usually we have that on our info sheet. So
just throw it
did
out.
I make that up?
great.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's Kid Rock and Grand Funk Railroad.
No kidding. That's
I was like,
awesome.
did I make that up? No.
I wonder if that's just for here. Because they're from the area, right?
Possibly, yeah. Because sometimes they tour with different people, but Dave never has. Dave Matthews Band. I always say Dave like we're friends.
You're not?
Well, you are.
I mean, I met him at the Breakers once. So
Wasn't he one of the people going to Jamaica?
He was. He was part of the 40.
Because I heard
He was part of the 40.
Because I heard him.
Shots fired.
I know.
No. He was bitching. But he said as long as we're in Delray.
So, but yeah, he never has an opener because he plays the whole time. He plays the full 3 hours, and it's awesome.
That's fantastic.
But yeah, Kid Rock will be a good show.
We're going to come back with some fun facts. Jimmy had a secret about the job, different things. I'm going to tell you about a secret. Years ago, I had to work with, and it was pretty entertaining and crazy. And you probably won't even believe it, but I do have people who can verify it. That's a secret I had to work with of something that I knew was going on. It is the Penthouse. We'll come back with some fun facts, and then my secret that I had to keep to my grave. Peace.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move throughout our Wednesday. But we'll see the sea breeze push a few showers and isolated thunderstorms further inland later into the day. Could see a few heavy downpours. Otherwise, most areas are dry, but it's hot and humid out there. Temperatures are near 90 degrees, feeling close to 100 though with that humidity.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag. Wendy's Biggie Bag is still just $5. Get a double-stacked junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT plus 4-piece nugs, small fries, and a small drink. Grab your bag at Wendy's today. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
To really appreciate Diamonds Direct, you have to go back 70 years. That's when the whole thing started with a well-respected diamond cutter in Israel. From diamond cutting, then came diamond wholesaling, when they sold diamonds only to the high-end jewelry stores. Then they decided to open direct to the public, and the rest is history. Diamonds Direct is now a nationwide phenomenon because they transformed an entire industry with diamonds that come straight from the best diamond cutters, with no middleman markups, with a selection that is like 30 original stores at once, with a diamond education process that lets you buy with total confidence, the rock-solid warranties and guarantees, with a customer-focused business model that ensures that you will not have a good experience, that you will have an incredible experience. Diamond Direct is the real deal. The prices are amazing, but it's so much more than just great value. It's fun, it's relaxed, stress-free experience. And we are really lucky to have them here. Rings, earrings, pearls, bracelets, and bands. Colored gemstones, design jewelry, all for any occasion. You cannot mess up by going to this amazing store. Diamonds Direct in Boca Raton, behind Town Center Mall.
I tend to second-guess dinners with friends because they're often interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit Creon.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREON.com.
For over 150 years, CIBC has helped people go from where they are to wherever they want to be. Commercial banking, capital markets, private wealth. CIBC. Ambitions made real. CIBC Bank USA, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What's all the buzz about cleaning your nose, nasal hygiene, and Navage? The science is simple. Your nose is the body's air filter for trapping allergens and viruses, but it's not perfect. Like washing your hands and brushing your teeth, it's time to start cleaning your nose, too. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the back of the nose where most allergens and viruses multiply, then flushes them out the other nostril before they reach your lungs. My name's Martin Hoke, and I didn't invent nasal irrigation. It's been around thousands of years. I did invent Navage to make it easy for everyone. In less than 30 seconds, you can clean your nose. And because it's all natural and drug-free, it's safe to use Navage every single day. Are you ready to join nearly 3 million people who use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier? At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding. With home values at an all-time high, it's a great time to turn your home equity into the cash you need and get a closing cost credit from RP Funding. Visit rpfunding.com.
Terms and conditions apply. Unless 7168 equal housing.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FUN for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's promo code FUN. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FUN for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code FUN for a $5 bonus.
For the best Gentlemen's Club experience in West Palm Beach, the only place to go is Spearmint Rhino Gentlemen's Club. Open 7 days a week with a late-night kitchen, Spearmint Rhino has you covered no matter what you're craving. Visit us at 2154 Zip Code Place in West Palm Beach or find us on the web at spearmintrhinowpb.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
This is WZZR-FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
And 1017, Real Talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in The Penthouse. Happy hump a day and good afternoon to all. This is Franny. We have Jimmy holding it down with me.
Hello and good afternoon.
And of course, we got Chief over here. What's going on, Chief?
How are you, Miss Francis?
I'm kidding. Yeah, that's G-Man, but he's wearing a shirt that says Chief on it. Like it would be his name. Like it's all, it's nice. It's a embroidered shirt.
It's a Tito shirt.
Yes.
Tito's Handmade Vodka had it. And I didn't realize last night when everybody was calling me Chief. I'm like, what did he call me Chief for? It's great.
Oh, you wore that last night? Is this, what do they call it when, I'm brain fart, when the walk of shame? Like when you don't go.
Oh, you don't go home?
When you don't go home because you did something naughty.
All right.
Is today a walk of shame?
Yeah.
Since you wore that last night?
Greek got drunk and put out last night.
Yeah. No?
I don't want to say it's a walk of shame. I wasn't ashamed of where I was. I just,
You don't have to be ashamed. It's just maybe shameful of yourself that you never went home and you're in the same clothes.
Okay. I'm in the shame.
What's her name?
Oh, Jimmy usually has a better name. It's usually what's his name?
I know.
You're going to love my nuts.
For that.
Sunday morning was an epic morning for me. I can't remember when. I'm trying to think, but I slept.
Oh my God, you had a good day?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Close. Well, it was a good day. You know why? Because I slept to 8:30 and a lot of the day was gone already.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
I cannot remember sleeping to 8:30, and I slept to 8:30 on Sunday morning, which was crazy. Franny has some fun facts, I know.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fun fact.
Well, today is I Love Reese's Day.
You love what?
Reese's.
Oh,
like Reese's Pieces, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Probably when I was a kid, my favorite candy was Reese's Pieces. Hands down, love them. I would just, not even one at a time. The whole bag would go to the face. Now I am a peanut butter cup kind of girl. But this is a day that I think I'm going to celebrate. As should you, too, because it is National Reese's Day. Well, Harry Burnett Reese's first attempt at the candy business was a total fail.
Oh.
So I guess, this national treasure, Reese initially tried making chocolate almonds and raisins, but with no success. At the time, people were just like, I don't want chocolate almonds or chocolate raisins, which is funny because Goobers, Raisinets are now a thing.
Well, it's Goobers and Raisinets.
Well, Goobers are the peanuts.
Isn't there, and the Raisinets add to it?
No.
There's
Goobers
not
is
two?
a separate candy, and then Raisinets, it's its own candy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Goobers and Raisinets.
Yeah, so Goobers is chocolate-covered peanuts. Raisinets are chocolate-covered raisins.
Okay.
Yeah, and you see chocolate-covered almonds everywhere, but at the time, it just wasn't a hit. So when the company went under, he took a position with the shipping department of Hershey's.
Oh.
Yeah, so he ended up going with another chocolate company, but eventually he continued to pursue his career in the candy business, and he was inspired by Milton Hershey, and they say his flagship candy was actually the Lizzie Bar.
Oh.
Yeah? Are the Lizzie Bars still around?
I don't even know what they are.
I've heard of them before, but that was named after his daughter, and it was comprised of coconut and caramel and then covered in chocolate.
Oh, that's very nice.
Sounds pretty delicious.
Was her name Susan?
It was Lizzie.
Oh, okay.
Susan.
Did you know you can purchase a half-pound Reese's cup? Where can I do this?
Oh, probably that candy store. Sure.
I love it. They're like, take a deep breath, chocolate addicts. This is not a drill. 1 pound Reese's packages exist, each containing 2 half-pound cups. They say they're about the size of an apple. Their website, that's where you get it, I guess, makes a point of advising Reese's lovers to share these glorious treats. I probably would not.
72,000 calories.
Oh my God. Sounds like heaven. Did you know, and I think we've talked about this before, that E.T. was supposed to be eating M&Ms,
Yes.
not Reese's Pieces.
I heard that.
Yeah, why though? There's a reason for it.
Well, they
obviously.
say, the movie is what drove Reese's Pieces into like instant fame. However, it turns out Steven Spielberg had gotten his way, or if he had gotten his way, it wouldn't have been the case. He originally wanted him to eat M&Ms, but the company turned him down.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
M&M's turned them down.
And product placement is everywhere now. And I guess
Now.
M&Ms were like, we don't need you.
But at that time, I don't think it was as big.
Well,
Probably didn't even exist.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Japan had to wait 90 years to purchase Reese's cups.
Oh.
They say for quite a long time, the only place you could buy the candy, if you found yourself in Japan, was where American Army bases were. Luckily, a Walmart in Japan began stocking them, and the nation was able to share this pleasure with the rest of the world as well, too. Back in the day, peanut butter cups used to only cost 1 penny. The largest peanut butter cup in the world weighed 444 pounds.
Mingada. Damn.
Yep. I guess LA candy company is set to break the world record for the largest peanut butter cup. So it wasn't necessarily Reese's who did it. It was somebody who was just, made a peanut butter cup, not under the Reese's brand. There are some people who fear all things Reese's. They say this is a real thing. They call it, I can't even describe this, arachnophobia. But it is a disorder that drives people to have intense fear of people eating anything peanut butter and chocolate. And they say it's a fear because they're afraid that they're going to get stuck to the roof of their mouth.
Oh,
yes.
Makes sense, wise lady.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
All right. And we have, it looks like that when Reese's was introduced, the population of the U.S. was only 120 million. Today, the population is approximately 311 million, and they say that many of us are enjoying it. And then, side note, last one here. It looks like in 1963, when 7 years after Reese's death, they said 6 of his 12 sons, man, that's a lot of sons, decided to sell the family business to the Hershey Chocolate Company for $23.5 million.
In 1963.
Yep.
Wow, that's a ton of cash.
Yep. They said 6 of his 12 sons were like, no, we don't want it anymore. You can take it, Hershey's.
Wow, what happened to the other 6? What did they?
I guess they had no decision.
Wow, $23 million in 1963. That's a ton of cash.
Maybe they were youngins. The other 6. Yep. And there you go with your Reese's Fun Facts.
Great job, Francis. We do it once a show. Fun facts. It could be anything from A to Z, back to camels, cantaloupe. Who knows what it could be? Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
Got our buddy Anthony on the line. Anthony, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, what's up, Penthouse? How's everyone doing?
We're doing good, Anthony. How are you today? Boston Celtics. What? What happened last night, bitch?
Hey, listen. I told you I wasn't going to play the first game. Thank God I didn't.
Kidding.
I would have broke an ashtray. I knew they weren't going to. I knew they had a chance, but with Smart out and the other guy,
Alfred.
It wasn't going to happen.
Alfred. Yep.
It wasn't going to happen. Game 2 is definitely going to be different. If that happens first half with the amount of pressure defense, I don't think it's going to be the same thing in Game 2. I've been to Greek for about 2 days now, and it's not all that fucked up to be. It's not how you read the papers. I might not be the Greek anymore because I'm taking the Mavs plus the 5.5 tonight.
I don't think that's a bad bet. I don't think it's bad. I think most people are taking the Mavs plus the 5.5 tonight over the Warriors.
Yeah, because did you know the Mavs beat the Warriors the last 2 times they played them?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that, G?
Yeah, I know. I was well aware.
I think they could do it. What do you think is going to happen?
I think it's going to be a very good series like the Celtics and the Heat. And I think that the Mavs I think the Warriors will beat them at the end. I think with the experience, they'll have it. Obviously, they got Curry and Clay and Draymond being in the finals, 5 times and been there. This is a lot of pressure we get to Western Conference. I think Dallas will win some games, but I think the Warriors will win it all.
You got any inside info for me?
Excuse me?
You don't have any inside info for me?
I don't have any inside information. If I had any, I would tell you. And if I had any, I'd be in Monte Carlo right now on a raft getting oiled up by 2 brunettes and hanging out and eating Reese's Pieces. I don't have any, inside information. I know some things that I hear, but I think the Warriors are going to beat them in the series. But, I'm not surprised that if Dallas wins a few games. Luka's awesome.
Very hungry. Yeah, he's hungry right now. He's very, very hungry. Man,
I think the Warriors are hungry, too. They want another title. They know this is their last shot. They got a good 5.
If you think if they win the series, Dallas win the series, Luka's getting the MVP?
MVP of the series or the playoffs?
No, the playoffs. You think he's gonna get it if they beat the Mavs? Beat the Warriors?
If they beat the Warriors and they get to the finals and he wins, yes. I don't think the MVP of the playoffs is going to be somebody who doesn't win the world championship. That I don't believe. No. It's rare. I don't even know if it's ever happened. I think it's happened once in 1972. And again, I don't have anything in front of me. This is Jerry West who won it when they lost to the Knicks. And I believe that he won the MVP. I could be mistaken. It was Jerry West one time with the Celtics. I know he won one. He was the only one that I know who's lost the NBA Finals and won an MVP years ago.
Yeah, that's what everyone's trying to come up with right now. Who's going to be winning the MVP the playoffs?
Well, you don't know until the end. It's got to be one of the 2 teams, obviously, who makes the finals. It's not going to be anybody who loses in the conference finals. That's not going to happen.
Everyone right now is a long shot. Everybody. Curry, Clay, what's his name? Thompson, Smart.
Butler.
There's a bunch right now, like plus 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just have them throw on if you. I'm saying just throw them on Luka if you have the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean that's what's good about long shots. If they hit, they pay off well.
Yeah. All right. Let's go Dallas.
All right, brother.
See what happens.
Hope you win. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday afternoon. Again, I'm going to come back with a secret I had at work. It is very interesting and very unique, but I handled it in the Penthouse. Peace.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move throughout our Wednesday. But we'll see the sea breeze push a few showers and isolated thunderstorms further inland later into the day. Could see a few heavy downpours. Otherwise, most areas are dry, but it's hot and humid out there. Temperatures are near 90 degrees, feeling close to 100, though, with that humidity.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
One of the great things about little boys and little girls is when they grow up, they want to be just like you. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. So to moms and dads, aunts and uncles, and grandparents everywhere, remember this. The next time you get in the car and don't buckle your seatbelt, a little boy is watching. And when you decide to text or dial and talk while driving, a little girl is watching your every move. And when you head down the road with a beer or cocktail in the car, that little person next to you is taking it all in. In this life, you have an awesome responsibility to those children who love you the most and want to be you in every way. So make a pledge today to be a good role model to these kids and their friends so that that little boy and that little girl get to grow up and be just like you. Morgan & Morgan, for our children.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
What's all the buzz about cleaning your nose, nasal hygiene, and Navage? The science is simple. Your nose is the body's air filter for trapping allergens and viruses, but it's not perfect. Like washing your hands and brushing your teeth, it's time to start cleaning your nose, too. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the back of the nose where most allergens and viruses multiply, then flushes them out the other nostril before they reach your lungs. My name's Martin Hoke, and I didn't invent nasal irrigation. It's been around thousands of years. I did invent Navage to make it easy for everyone. In less than 30 seconds, you can clean your nose. And because it's all natural and drug-free, it's safe to use Navage every single day. Are you ready to join nearly 3 million people who use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier? At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
You know, every 3 seconds there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web. Now, protecting your identity can be very easy thanks to LifeLock by Norton. No one company can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction of every business, but LifeLock, it's simple and easy to protect yourself, and you'll save up to 25% off your first year when you go to LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock. Just use the promo code Hannity.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
MMJHealth.com. Get approved for your card today. Medical marijuana made easy.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
95 looking good in the West Palm area, right up to speed on the Belvedere curve. We're not seeing any tie-ups as you head north towards the Gardens or south towards Lake Worth. Gets busy in the Boca Delray areas along the interstate, but no major tie-ups. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Love this radio station? Take it with you everywhere you go, along with thousands more just like it when you download the free iHeartRadio app. Have something to say? Send a voice message straight to the studio by tapping the TalkBack mic inside the iHeartRadio app. You might even end up on the air, but that's just radio. Check out tons of playlists like Songs of Summer, plus the most podcasts on the planet, including chart toppers like Sympathy, Pains, and Betrayal. It's all waiting for you now on the free iHeart app. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
And 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday. Beautiful day out there. PC day in my book. Postcard day. Supposed to be high of 88, so we should reach 82. Hope you guys are ready for a great afternoon, and you are in the Penthouse. Remember, you go to our website. Don't like to give you too much info at once, but you can go to our website and you can check us out on Real TV, and that is sponsored by Monroe's. And don't forget, their big event is coming up, boys and girls. It is coming up. Entertainer Championship, 26th to the 29th. 4 days, 6 performers, $5,000 in cash. Woo-wee. And I am going to be a judge. I'm trying my best, and I cannot be also, in any way, my vote might not be changed for, anything like, I don't know, cash or anything. I'm not that kind of guy.
No, can't buy you off.
No. Jimmy's in the house. Good afternoon. And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And we've all had secrets at work or things that we know. But
I haven't. I'm just kidding.
Oh, really? No, because we just say them on here.
Exactly, at this point. But sorry, continue on.
I had a situation years ago that I think is pretty bizarre that other people can confirm for me. I'm not going to say where I worked, but I did work at a place one time where both my people above me were sleeping with each other and had an affair. And it was pretty awkward for me. And they were both married at the time. So that was a crazy situation. And I don't want to say I was in the middle of it, but I was.
In the middle of it? In the middle of the affair? Wow, they sandwiched you in, huh?
Nice.
Were you the peanut butter and a Reese's peanut butter cup?
Where's the video on that?
No, I wasn't, Sweetums.
Oh, okay.
It was very awkward, though, because they would lie to each other and go back and forth and different stories and different things. They had also a situation with the police one night that I got called, and it was just so unbelievable. And then in the morning, they would be straight. Like nothing ever happened and everything was fine.
Well, of course, they got to play it off.
I know, but they knew I knew. And I would have meetings with like the two of them, and I'd be in the office, and it'd be and this was a man and a woman, by the way. I don't want you to think it was 2 women or 2 men. But yeah, it was.
It wouldn't make a difference. I know. It doesn't matter.
Welcome to 2022, kids.
Yeah, but it made me very uncomfortable. It was very stressful on me, actually. I had to go to therapy for it.
Shocker.
I don't like, and I've been in that situation, and I'm sure it's got to be way more difficult at work when you know that somebody is cheating on somebody.
But there's your bosses.
And that's what I'm saying. It's got to me, and I'm saying outside of work, it's difficult knowing.
Yeah.
Right? And being involved in the middle. And most of the time I'm like, keep me out of this. But yes, I'm sure work has got to be a way more awkward situation, especially at being a boss.
Oh, yeah.
Two bosses over top of you. You've got that card up your sleeve. Are you kidding me?
He's like,
that
use
is a golden ticket. Are you kidding me?
Hello, HR.
Oh my God.
That never crossed my mind to ever like rat them out or anything. Eventually, down the road, it came out.
Well, not even to rat them out, but I don't know, promotions,
them out.
raises, stuff like that to your advantage.
Heck, it's a get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
If nothing else, I mean, that's all. You make a mistake sometime. It's like, well, there are things I know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was tough, and it went on for a long time. It was a very bizarre situation, and like I said, and then it ended really bad because there was another element to it that I won't get into. The other element I won't get into, but it was on for a long, long time.
They had a baby together?
Worse than that.
Worse than having a baby together.
Worse than that.
Worse than having a child together and they were married?
Somebody gave the other one an STD?
Da-da-da-da-da. Is that it?
No, worse than that.
What is worse
than that?
I can't. The other part.
You can. We don't know who these people are.
I was sworn to secrecy.
We don't know these people. You're not giving names.
We already brought it up.
I know.
Oh my God. Greek logic 101,
Hello?
kids.
But the other element, if I say, could imply for people who might know the situation. So I don't want to bring that up.
Huh.
I'm getting text messages right now from people. Yeah, it was a very bizarre thing, and I didn't want it to end bad, obviously. But it was very weird at, company function.
I gotta know what this other thing was that's worse than STD or having a baby at, like when they're married to
I guess
other people.
I guess having a baby if you're married to somebody else is not good.
No, that's not. No. I mean, having a child is a great thing, but not when you're already married to somebody else. Yes.
Yeah, it's not a great thing.
No.
I'm sure it happens. But like I said, it was a lot of stress put on me at this job.
I'm so sorry. I'm
This
so
is the
sorry
feel sorry for
you.
Greek part of the show.
So sorry.
The 4 hours he normally gets, isn't enough.
Yes. So if you have any crazy work stories, 47142. We have some people who like to participate. I didn't know that Reese's was going to be such a hit, but we have people who like to participate on our text line, 47142. Started off with Real Radio. We were talking about the cups, the Reese's cups, the ones that are like a pound. It's a pound package, half pound each. They say that they sell them at the Cracker Barrel. I got from one person, and they said 7-Eleven carries those 1 pound Reese's peanut butter cups during the holidays.
Now that you mentioned Cracker Barrel, I remember seeing them there.
They got everything there, don't they? Mm-hmm. They do. And then we got Franny.
Every scented candle too.
Oh yeah, they got all kinds of those old school candies and all the fun stuff. Mm-hmm. We were talking about goobers and Reasoness. I go, Franny, goober, that's what's sitting across from you. Hey, nobody's sitting across from me, by the way.
What?
And then we have...
that one went over my head.
Well, I guess because a goober, you never call anybody a goober? Never?
Right.
Never kind of slang?
Right.
So, yeah, because we were talking about goobers. Yeah, they're saying, well, how do you know? It could be, I'm looking at myself. It could be a shot at me sitting across from me right now.
But they don't know that. They think you're looking at me.
I'm not. And then we also have Brett from Melbourne listening on the iHeartRadio app. Hi, Franny, Jimothy, and Greek. Hope you are having a great hump day. He said, I was a little disappointed in hearing Franny say she likes the whole bag in the face because I was talking about Reese's Pieces candy. But we usually hear that kind of talk from Greek. And then there is a request, by the way, for a Misbeat because Brett loves them. And we can play that whenever Jimmy's ready, when we have time. It is 77. And he said that is for our Superman Greek. He said, thank you. Have a Greek remainder of your day. Money is on the dresser. So we have all of that, and you can always participate. But yes, we want to know, have you been stuck in a secret that you know at work that you just did not want to be involved in? So, here we go. They said the other thing maybe Greek wanted was, did they want you to start a threesome with them? Was that the thing that was worse than pregnancy and STD?
No.
Okay.
And I wouldn't have done it.
It was a guess here on our text line. No.
No.
I don't know if I've ever been stuck in work drama.
This was bad.
Yeah.
Just went all the way to the top.
I mean, I've known of work drama, but I've never been in the middle of it, caught in between a couple people.
I mean, it happens. I mean, anytime you have people together, work together, things can happen. And, it's just one of those situations. I didn't know about it for a little while, but I picked up on it eventually. And then it just blew up eventually down the road. But it lasted for about 8-9 months.
It's a long time. How about you, Jimmy? You ever been caught up in the middle of some drama at work?
No, let's see. Nothing that I can think of that's certainly not up to that par.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have our own little secrets about about jobs that we've had that if people knew it, they probably would think a little less of either where you work or the type of business you're in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many. Nothing juicy though.
You know
That's
what?
the thing.
I lie. It was an uncomfortable situation. It was at a restaurant. And if you work at restaurants or bars, a lot of drama happens. A lot of workplaces. My boss, I knew, was cheating on one of my very good friends who did not work there with one of the hostesses, and he would never go home. He'd always just stay there, even when his shift was over, because most of the time he was a day shift guy, and he would always stay and hang out at the bar and have some drinks, and then eventually, when he thought like all of us had left, he would sneak out with the other girl.
Did you ever tell your friend?
Yeah, of course I did,
Yeah,
because she was my friend. He was my boss.
Right. That's hard.
Yeah.
Did she say, Franny told me?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I still hopefully don't think, but I would think if anybody, he would guess it was me, right? Because I was the only one who was good friends with her that worked at the restaurant. So maybe because she's very good at sneaking around and spying. Maybe he just assumed that she caught him or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, it puts you in a bad position.
Yeah.
I was the secret actually when Carla and I first started dating.
Oh, look at you.
Because we worked together.
Yeah.
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 That was some time ago. So I guess I was the secret.
You were the secret.
877 nice 877-927-6969.
I have that Greek misspeak ready, so if you want to play that on the other side after trifecta.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be.
I've been everywhere, man.
Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Real Radio wants to provide the assist for your summer plans by putting $1,000 in your hand. We're talking about $1,000 9 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekdays from 9:05 a.m. to 5:05 p.m. Take that keyword and enter it on our website at realradio921.com. Then wait for your phone to ring from a number you won't recognize. If it does, answer it, because that's how you get $1,000 in your hand. This contest presented locally by the Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. Huge selection, best prices, weekly specials, and an amazing staff that will take great care of you. 7 convenient locations. Visit glasschamberfl.com for more.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick, and here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by Mercedes-Benz.
While the Heat took a 1-0 lead over Boston last night, the Panthers were dropping another Game 1. Cats have now lost the opener in 7 straight playoff series. Finns coach Mike McDaniel says running back Raheem Mostert expects to be in the lineup for Week 1, but there's no plans to rush him back from a knee injury. And the U.S. women's soccer team is settled today with the U.S. Soccer Federation for $22 million in back pay after a 6-year battle with the sport's governing body. I'm Scott Davidson.
They say good things come to those who wait. The 2022 Mercedes-Benz SUV family proves otherwise. Takes no time at all to set up a test drive at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Learn more at MBUSA.com. That's MBUSA.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move throughout our Wednesday. But we'll see the sea breeze push a few showers and isolated thunderstorms further inland later into the day. Could see a few heavy downpours. Otherwise, most areas are dry, but it's hot and humid out there. Temperatures are near 90 degrees, feeling close to 100 though with that humidity.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Greek Zone is brought to you by QC Kinetics.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South makes windows that are energy efficient and hurricane resistant. You get both. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. Don't even think of buying windows until you see what our factory can do for you.
Going on now. Save 35% off. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
How can you experience the ultimate in luxury while also getting the best possible value at the same place? Seems contradictory, right? Well, it happens every day at Diamonds Direct as we bring together the best of all worlds for our customer. We take pride in our showroom atmosphere being both lavish and relaxing. It's our selection, which is truly breathtaking and yet attainable. It's our diamond experts who are technical in their knowledge, but at the same time warm, engaging, and caring. This is what makes Diamonds Direct a unique and captivating place where we constantly challenge the norms and redefine shopping expectations. Regardless of whether you want a simple gold band or the most intricate custom designed ring, we love to make it happen. And whether you're in a t-shirt and shorts or a three-piece suit, you'll be treated like family and we'll go out of our way to make you comfortable and happy. Come and experience a different kind of jeweler where we're as practical as we are romantic. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. In Boca Raton, behind Town Center Mall.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
95 looking good in the West Palm area, right up to speed on the Belvedere curve. We're not seeing any tie-ups as you head north towards the Gardens or south towards Lake Worth. Gets busy in the Boca Delray areas along the interstate, but no major tie-ups. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss and
Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Good afternoon, everybody. Today we gave away Dave Matthews tickets. Tomorrow, Kid Rock. Make sure you're always listening up to Real Radio in the Penthouse at 11:45 because we want to make you happy and show you our appreciation. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And it is time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
The Miami Heat played well last night, especially in the second half as they took on the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. We're 3 wins away from the NBA Finals, baby, to get another ring. Can it happen? Heaters were on fire last night in the second half, down at halftime, but then Jimmy Butler took over in the second half and dropped in 41 points as the Miami Heat pulled away 118-107. And yes, they covered. And yes, it went over. And Miami was laying 1.5, and that line is always sponsored by our boys at DraftKings, our partners. And tonight, the Warriors take on the Dallas Mavericks in the Western Conference Final, and I believe that game is 9 o'clock. The Orlando Magic was awarded the first pick in the NBA draft that will happen in June. They had all the balls blowing around, and all of a sudden somebody picked them, and Orlando Magic got the winning ball. So Magic get a first pick. Hopefully that'll help their team get a little bit better. And again, you got to be really bad to get into this lottery, and Orlando Magic won the lottery last night. And the Yankees won again, 6-5, beating the Orioles. Judge 2 home runs.
All rise.
That's right. All rise. And that's what people are doing. And Judge is having a fantastic year. I'd love to see him get the MVP. I really would. He's really played well the last few years. He's had some injuries last couple of years. If he stays injury-free, Yankees keep winning. This could be a special year for the Yanks. And a lot of the experts didn't even pick him. They thought third place or maybe fourth place. Yankees are 27-9. Strong start for the Yanks. And the Mets are also doing good. And our Marlins won a game last night. How about that? Break up the Marlins. And that is your trifecta. And that is 3 of 4 with one more to come. Opening the door. Peace.
All right. Well, we do have a request for a misspeak that came from Brett, and we got that. And then somebody sent us a story about the work situation as well, too.
All right.
But 77, right?
All right, here we go.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
People listen to this radio show, I would say 99.9.9 never played professional sports. What?
Probably right.
What the f? It's not like going to Daytona, different places, and hotel rooms, everything's very expensive. And you always want to be where you're at.
Okay, what?
Like Manhattan, I was boom, boom, every street in and out. But man, I'm just not good. And I know it. Like once I get there, I'm okay.
You don't say.
We got a big giveaway today. Dozen roses, a bottle of Voo shampoo.
Wow, that's great.
A lot of times when change comes out, everybody bitches. Oh, it sucks. It's going to change. I gave it a ton away my stuff. I remember it. I had everything.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Well, he said he's drinking a little. He's acting kibosh.
I swear to God, sometimes I think your head's screwed on backwards.
Hit us up on Twitter at Penthouse Show. What's a better name for Michaela Spielberg than Sugar Star?
I think she should have went with Star Wars. Nice.
I love it. And so, yeah, text line 47142. This person, was like a Jimmy, didn't necessarily was in the middle of something, was actually the rumor, the part of it. And they text in, and you got to start it off with real radio. It says, a girlfriend and I worked at the same company, but she was on second shift, and he would pop in for a nooner on the various desks and furniture.
Oh.
And all, just all over the place. Well, the bosses got wind of it and one day popped in when they saw his vehicle there. Because as I mentioned, they worked different shifts.
Getting some work done over here.
Yep. Well, they
a little overtime.
said luckily they just finished.
What? Wow.
And he said he was just doing some paperwork. So nothing, I'm assuming nothing happened. I don't know. If he was like, oh, I'm just here doing some paperwork. No sex here.
Why's your hair messed up?
A little overtime.
It's a little windy out today.
Yes, just doing some overtime exactly is what's happening.
There you go.
Yep.
If you guys got a story about the situation that happened to you at work, could be you or somebody you knew about, or maybe you're in the middle of it, a triangle, let us know. 877-927-6969. You can also email Jimmy at realradio921.com.
We got a lot of people who are upset because they're saying you're being a tease for not finishing, not letting us know the juicy part of your story, G-Man.
I just couldn't do the last part. I mean, the last part was really bad. I mean, to this day, it bothers me. So I couldn't say it. And also, I think if I said the last part, there'd be some people in the area who would know who it was.
Got it.
So I don't want to do that.
And it's pretty bad.
Jimmy, do you have somebody on hold?
We do. We have Freddie Covers on the line. Freddie, welcome to the Penthouse.
Where is my cosmic defragmentizer gun? I've looked everywhere.
It's probably in Boston.
Yeah, I think it was in Miami last night. Boy, the only things that really worried me about the Celtics were depth and Jimmy Butler. They don't have much of a bench. When did Jimmy Butler turn into an absolute monster? I mean, I really didn't watch him much in back in his days in Chicago when he was still fairly young, and then in the bubble. That's really the only time I don't really watch the Heat at all during the season.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, I mean, the Celtics look like kids who woke up late for school chasing the bus down the street after the half. Peyton Pritchard, oh God, I mean, that was just painful to watch. I don't like to speak badly of people, but he looked like a child out there amongst men. It was just. Ooh, that was a tough one to watch.
Well, again, we'll see what happens. They had two starters out. Horford was out, and obviously Smart, who was the Defensive Player of the Year. I'm a Heat fan, but, the Heat should have won last night. They were home, well-rested, and two starters were out. So we'll see game 2.
Yeah, playoff foul, missing playoff foul, that is huge. And of course, Smart, he's the field general, Tatum, 6 in, woo, 6. Oh my gosh, you lost the ball 6 times in one period, one quarter.
Well, I mean, the big thing last night, too, in the second half, Tatum shut down. I mean, he had 21 points in the first half, and he only had, I think, 8 in the second. That was a big difference right there. Besides the blocks and the turnovers. And the Heat turned it on in the third quarter. I mean, that's what it was. Up to halftime, it was all Boston. Boston was up by 12 in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think Boston looked a little bit tired in the second half. It showed a little bit, I think. Not that I'm trying to make an excuse for them. But the Heat, I think they made some adjustments. Spo, he's always been a great coach. Riley is the disciple of that, of course. And, you can't.
I disagree with that a lot of times when people say that in basketball. If you look at the stats, the Celtics shot over 60% in the first half. And in the second half, they shot 20%. That's not an adjustment. That's them just not hitting their shots. That's the bottom line. They were 59% in the first half.
Yeah, but they weren't getting the looks that they got in the first half either.
I don't know. I watched the game pretty close. I mean, again, I think a lot of times it comes down to that three-point shooting. Maybe the Heat made a couple adjustments. Tucker got hurt, so he wasn't in for a while. But I don't know. I just think a lot of times it's just, certain teams are on, certain teams are not. And it is a tale sometimes of two halves. But like I said, the Celtics were up by 12. And I'm a Heat fan.
Yeah,
it would have been a devastating blow for the Heat last night if they lost. And, obviously 2 Celtic starters were out.
I saw a lot more zone in the first half, and then they started to roll and rotate in the second half. And I think that was one of the keys. The shots were much, much tougher in the second half. Playing zone against that team, I think, is a mistake, but it's one thing that Spo has done a lot in his career.
Tatum's great. I mean, he is. But the Heat look good. But Butler's been great all playoffs. I mean, he's been averaging over 30. He's been putting them on his back. Bam didn't have a good night scoring-wise. Hero was okay. But, I think it's going to be a very good series, and the Heat should have won last night. They're home, and the Celtics had 2 starters out, and they were tired. If the Heat lost last night, it was bad. It would have been a bad sign for them.
I got a proposition for you. Instead of lunch, what say we do fishing with Bill Taylor on the Black Dog? Right now is the time to fish in South Florida if you ever wanted to catch a fish. And I'll guarantee you catch a fish with him because all the highly migratory friends are coming through right now. Everyone's going up, and they're going up to the Northeast, to Long Island, to the Hamptons, and they're going over to Monaco, and they're going to the Caribbean up north, and everyone's going north now. So instead of lunch, what about fishing with Black Dog?
But if I lose, what do I have to give you?
Fishing with Black Dog.
Oh, okay. Is there a cost involved? I don't know anything about fishing.
Yeah, there is. I mean, if you want to do lunch, that's fine. And if I lose, we'll go fishing. How's that?
That's fine. It's easy. I'm not a fisherman, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he's not ever going to go with you, just so you know. If you lose about it, he's not going fishing. Yeah.
All right, Jimmy will go with you. All right, Jimmy will take my place fishing. Bet's a bet. That'll be fine, and Jimmy would enjoy it.
The whole thing, Greek, is I guarantee you will catch fish with Bill. He will teach you, you'll learn. He'll give you from the ground up little baby step lessons from rookie, and you will have fun. I guarantee it.
I don't think I'll be able to catch a fish. I can't make a tie.
I will guarantee that you will catch a fish.
All right. Let's see what happens with the Celtics. Let's see what happens with the Heat. Always appreciate your call. You could call the Greek Zone too in the afternoons. Love to hear from you and talk a little bit more hoops if you want.
What's the number? I've been trying to write it down when I'm driving home at night, and it never works out.
866-972-9210, I believe.
Gotcha. All right.
All right, pal. Thank you so much.
We'll see you.
All right, pal. 877-927-6969. If you had a situation at work that you were involved in a triangle, maybe you were part of it, or something that was very unique, let us know. You could also text Franny, Real Radio 47142. If you guys have any stories like that where you're like, man, this was crazy, it was affecting my job. And they're very common.
Yeah.
Not like they don't happen.
So, a lot of us go out of town on vacation. I was just out of town. Even though I didn't end up in Jamaica, I was out of town for a few days. And we had somebody watch our house that was there because we have dogs. But a lot of people tend to leave their houses unattended. And I know it can happen within hours. It can happen within minutes if you're going to work. But this is interesting. And I like hearing these because we've heard something similar before. But when you go to these forums where you can get a lot of people talking, including some people who used to, and they call themselves former burglars, they went to Reddit and they went to this forum so they could share
some tips.
Fill us in on how to not get robbed.
That's good.
Yes, of course.
Then you want to get it from the best.
Say, what are they telling you how to do it?
They're telling us how to avoid getting robbed.
That's great.
Yes, because this is like G-Man said, they know what they're doing. They did this for a long time, and now they want to tell us because they're former. Right? They maybe the guilt has set in. They changed their lives.
Turn the other side.
Yes. And so they want to help us out. So one person, and I love that their name on Reddit is it's like a few numbers and then it's cat burglar. So they still have that as their name. But somebody says don't leave liquid valuables, cash or jewelry sitting in the open.
Of course.
There have been plenty of times I simply smashed a window, reached in, grabbed. They even said $20 or $30 worth of jewelry, not even knowing, ran off. They said, sad but true, that a crook is willing to break a $100 window to steal $20 or something worth it.
They also tell you
that value.
And I was just talking to a cop about this in Boca with your car. Even if it's $5, that could be on your dashboard, or $2. Don't leave money out.
Yep, absolutely. Somebody says, and I think we brought this one up before, don't leave things out that people can see from outside your home or car. If you buy a new TV, computer, all that stuff, break down that box. Don't leave it by your garbage bin. Lock doors and windows. Keep your handbag closed and closed. It all comes from somebody else, a former burglar.
Or have fun with it. Take the empty box and put something in there that's like stinky.
Oh, all right.
That's
Perfect.
good too. Steal that.
Perfect.
Nice.
Well, no, the issue is they're not stealing the box. They see that you just bought a new TV and then they want to go in your house and break in and steal it. That's the issue. If you put it out by your garbage, you're like, ooh, brand new 80-inch TV. I know where I can find one of those.
If you put the box up by the door, then it looks like it just arrived.
But then they're going to lift it and be like, that's on a TV. Yes, they say any safe that's not bolted down and is small enough for one or two people to carry it isn't a safe at all.
I agree.
They're like, yes, it is a safe, but we will take it, basically, is what they're saying. So bolt that sucker down. These are some tips from former burglars telling us, like, hey, this is how you don't get robbed. They say fake rocks are a dead giveaway. Sock drawers are cliche. If you have a small safe that's not bolted down, we are taking the thing. They also say our goal is to get in and out pretty quick. So if you hide something in a random box all the way up in your attic, you're probably safe.
All right, good.
Yeah.
It's good to know they're on time.
Yeah.
They don't have much time.
No, they want to get in and out. They say even if your house is well locked, if your shed isn't, I likely have access to a plethora of tools I can use to gain access. So they say lock your shed as well. Some people will leave that open and you have all kinds of lawn maintenance equipment and stuff like that they can go to the pawn shop and sell for a pretty penny.
Yeah.
Yep, that happened to my dad. I remember with my family growing up, somebody broke into our shed. It was actually one of my sister's boyfriends at the time and stole all of his stuff and pawned it. Yeah.
Did you guys, how long ago before you found out?
We let him live with us because he was, just going down and he didn't really have family and he was in bad time and my parents felt bad for him and they let him live with us and then he robbed us.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Yep. They said, here's one of the terrifying things. Alarms didn't matter. I would target house marked with alarms and the same ones without equally. They didn't care whether it said alarm or no alarm. They would get in and get out before anybody was able to show up.
I read a stat one time, a lot of those signs that they know are fake. Like when people say this house doesn't have an alarm.
A lot of them like the ADT, but this person says when your alarm goes off, the company will generally wait like 15 to 30 seconds before making the call to check up on it. In case of a false positive where you accidentally trip the alarm, they say at that point, if the company immediately alerts the police, the correspondence will take another 15 seconds. And so it gives them enough time to take something, right? Yeah. They get that go-ahead start. They said, they shout out 15 seconds, then they shout out 30 seconds. They're like, all right, 1 minute, and then they get out.
That's still pretty ballsy though, because there might be an audible alarm, and it could wake up people that are home. I mean, unless you know that the person isn't home. If you know that, then yeah, okay, I get it.
Yep, absolutely. They said don't use key racks or bowls next to the door. Don't leave any bags or containers in view of your car, as G-May mentioned too, any valuables in your car too. But where do most people keep their key racks or the keys? Right by the front door.
Yeah, didn't they used to say something like they could activate your key if it was right by the door or something like that? I remember that was big for a while in my neighborhood. They were saying don't keep your key right by the door because they can pick up something on the your keypad or something like that. I thought I remember hearing something like that.
I don't know. And somebody else, these are burglars saying some things about when they used to steal before. Well, I don't know if they're reformed.
Yeah.
They said former, but I don't know. They said you'd be surprised how often people get robbed by people they know or people connected to people they know.
Oh, it happens a lot.
I bet you that happens way more than you think. They say leave a TV on if you're going out during the day. Better yet, turn on the TV, put in a movie, and turn up the volume. So it really sounds like you're still there.
Yeah, I used to do it all the time.
Did you?
And they say a lot of times, like you just said, a lot of celebrities you hear that about with the security staff and a lot of ball players who have gotten robbed with situations where it's people that they know or had a party there and people come back, which is sad. But again, security, you hear it a lot of times with the stars. Somebody on their security staff knows the whole bill or what goes on and, hey, comes in there and robs you.
Yep. Somebody said, let me give you the lowdown on dogs. They aren't protection or security. They say a dog can be easily tamed, usually. Act friendly, give it a few rubs, and they'll follow you around.
Yep. Here's a treat, kid.
I know my dogs would.
Yep. Yeah, there you go.
Like, ooh, a new friend.
Nice.
Yeah. They said also on the topic of dogs, if you want a security dog, get a small, loud dog that barks at almost everything. They say big dogs may look scary, but considering most people don't like the chance of their dog turning on them, most of the time they're pretty tamed. They say the small dogs, whatever, those are yappers. They will let you know and wake you up. I know my golden retriever Piper will definitely wake me up, and she's not a small dog.
You can definitely train them, though.
Yeah.
If you want them to be guard dogs, you can.
Absolutely. They said I used to make a living barely. They said car hopping. The cheap car alarm imitation blinking LED is a no-go, or was. Said at the time there was a relatively limited number of aftermarket car alarm manufacturers that used a blinking like LED. And they said that I guess there was fakes too, and they said they could tell the fakes. They said they were visible from a mile away. We used to know which ones were fake and which ones weren't. It was just, I've never heard of that, like a fake, like alarm light that went off in your car that you could purchase.
I don't know.
Someone recommended making like, they say a CD, but I guess whatever you do these days, like an MP3 or something like that, of noises of you vacuuming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And leave it on in the house.
And leave it on if you ever leave.
Yeah, well, you could really get have all kinds of timers. Like I said, like the other one we're talking about turning on a TV. You have a timer that turns the TV on or turn lights on and off during the day or, at night, obviously, as well. So, we've heard of things like that. But that's going pretty extensive when you talk about, having a vacuum sound or a blender sound or some sort of sound going on.
Yeah.
You can do a Home Alone, put a train set in front of the window, have people go around. I mean, I'm sure at apps you could do everything today. Have lights on upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah.
This article doesn't have it, but one of the biggest things, and I think that we've seen, and we've said it before, and we're going to keep saying it, don't put it on social media when you're leaving town.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a way that people can find out that no one's going to be home.
Yep.
That is an easy way for people to find out that you won't be home and you can get robbed.
And it happens all the time.
I bet it does.
So there you go. There's some tips. There's a few more in there, but that's the meat of it.
There's a restaurant we go
Thanks
to.
for that tip of meat.
Yeah, no problem. It's my favorite kind.
There's a restaurant we go to in Boca sometimes. And there's a big apartment complex, a building. It's a beautiful building. And there's one window that every night is got a different color light on. Blue, red, green. And it's just crazy. Like the window's open, you see it. And we always wonder, like, what the hell's going on there? Or does anybody even live there? Like there's no blinds. You can see the light as clear as day, and at night it's just really amplified. And I always wondered that. Like I said, I wonder if nobody's even there.
But they're having a seance.
Maybe.
Talking to dead people.
Never know. Maybe a bunch of hookers. But yeah, it's always like green, red, and blue.
Are they meeting with jokers?
Who knows who they're meeting with?
Oh my God, I love it. On our text line, they say Claymore with a tripwire in your entrance will usually deter a robber.
Yes.
Sounds like a lot of work, but I love it. They said always leave boxes from expensive items in front of your neighbor's house.
Yeah. Screw them.
Screw them.
Yeah, there you go.
I also said if you don't have a dog, teach your Google or your Alexa to bark.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. But when would you have it? Like, I guess you could set up any time. You're like, all right, every 30 minutes, Alexa, bark like a dog.
Wow. I tried that once. I'll send you the video later.
Please do.
We're going to come back with some Florida stories. I don't know if they'll be as good as this, but Franny, what do you got?
They will. So we have a thirsty Florida man who attacked a hotel Coke machine, and things did not turn out for him. In fact, it's felony charges for doing something like that. So next time you think about attacking your vending machine, you may want to listen to this story and others coming up on Real Radio 92.1.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move throughout our Wednesday. But we'll see the sea breeze push a few showers and isolated thunderstorms further inland later into the day. Could see a few heavy downpours. Otherwise, most areas are dry, but it's hot and humid out there. Temperatures are near 90 degrees, feeling close to 100 though with that humidity.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
It's Florida Community Health Center's West Palm Beach grand opening, Tuesday, May 24th, 10 a.m., providing pediatric and adult care. Visit us at our grand opening in West Palm Beach, Tuesday, May 24th, and register for your chance to win a $100 Visa gift card. Florida Community Health Centers is located at 5828 Corporate Way, Suite 135 in West Palm Beach. To learn more, visit fchcinc.org. That's fchcinc.org. Florida Community Health Centers wants everyone to stay safe and stay healthy.
This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding. With home values at an all-time high, it's a great time to turn your home equity into the cash you need. Plus, get a closing cost credit. Visit rpfunding.com for details.
Terms and conditions apply. Unless 7168 Equal Housing.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
New message. Hey, girlfriend, it's Carol from jury duty. We never actually spoke, but I saw you ordered the same hoagie as me at lunch. What are the chances? Anywho, I heard you just got a boat. We should totally grab some hoagies and take it out for a spin.
When you get a boat, you also get new friends. Make sure Progressive's one of them and get coverage today for as little as $100 a year.
Do I want to feel the wind in my hair? Guilty as charged. Oh, seriously, let's ride on your boat.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Annual premium for basic liability policy not available in all states.
You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started.
Rocket. Rates current as of 12/12/21. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FUN for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's promo code FUN. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FUN for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code FUN for a $5 bonus.
We live in an age where people who need medical marijuana can finally get it. Make it easy on yourself with MMJ Health. See if you qualify for medical marijuana at mmjhealth.com. Meet with a Florida medical marijuana doctor today.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
You know, every 3 seconds there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web. Now, protecting your identity can be very easy thanks to LifeLock by Norton. No one company can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction of every business, but LifeLock, it's simple and easy to protect yourself, and you'll save up to 25% off your first year when you go to LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock. Just use the promo code Hannity.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Driving along the Palm Beaches is a good one today. Taking a look at the traffic cameras, no big incidents on 95. Turnpike is up to speed. Make sure that you slow down for pedestrians on your ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good afternoon. And I appreciate you guys always listening to Real Radio. Gave away Dave Matthews tickets today at 11:45. And don't forget, tomorrow, same time, Kid Rock tickets coming to you. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And it's time for some stories about Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, it looks like this person thought it was a good idea to steal a tractor trailer and take it for a joyride.
Sure, why not?
Hey, why not? Looks fun, right? I've looked at one before and be like, oh, that looks like it'd be fun to drive.
Tough to get away on one of those, but hey, why not?
Never tried to steal one, though, but like this dude, Jeremy Gastineau. I guess witnesses said that it was near a racetrack gas station. They saw a man in an orange, he was wearing swim trunks too, just wearing orange-green swim trunks, climb into the tractor trailer. And at first they were like, all right, well, maybe he's just seeing what it's like on the inside. And then he decided to start the sucker and head off driving towards I-4. Well, deputies responded to the area to look for the vehicle, which was not very hard to find. And they ended up finding it. And it was crashed.
Didn't blend in, huh?
No, and he wrecked it. Yeah. They found Gastineau in the driver's seat of the tractor trailer. He lost control of the vehicle, guess what? Because he didn't know how to drive it, causing him to block 2 lanes of traffic on I-4. And we already know what a nightmare I-4 is.
Yeah.
So if you got stuck, it's because of this jackwagon. They say...
Nice one. That's an oldie but goodie.
From downtown Bang.
That was a good one. I like it.
Yep.
Jackwagon. I've heard that in a long time.
Causing traffic on the highway and damage to the tractor trailer. They did arrest him, obviously. Took him to the hospital. While in custody, investigators admitted to investigators that he was on heroin this time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Way to tease me.
Yeah.
The H train.
He was on the H train, taking a tractor trailer. Now he's facing charges of grand theft over $100
$500,000, plus driving with a suspended license and resisting without violence. I don't
Makes
see
sense.
anything about the heroin charges on here, though.
That's next week.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Yep. So that sucks. And then speaking of crashing your car, you can see this one on realradio921.com where there is another person who decided to get in their car under the influence. But it looks like this one was under the influence of alcohol. And he jumped a curb and ended up, quote unquote, parking his car up a power pole. If you've not seen it, like literally the car is launched onto a power pole.
Well, it's usually an open spot. So.
Is it? Yeah. It looked like the best spot in the neighborhood if you look at it.
Surprised the pole didn't go down.
Yeah, the pole did not go down. That thing's pretty damn sturdy.
And when you knock over a telephone pole, you got to pay for that.
But he didn't knock it down. So, yeah, Tallahassee Police Department posted the video showing the scene on their Facebook page. And you can hear the driver saying, I was out with my friends at the Riz. I'm guessing, is that a club or the restaurant?
Reservation?
Went up the curb, wound up there. It sucks, is what he said.
It happened.
It sucks. It does not happen that often.
No.
G-Man. No. And then finally on your What the Florida, another interesting situation was a man who was upset. Listen, we've all had, I'm not saying all of us, but most of us have had situations with vending machines. Maybe it's never soda machines. Most of the time it's like the food vending machines where you order something and it ends up getting stuck and you just shake it or you try to get your arm in there to
You get upset.
lodge it out. There's been stories where people actually get their arms stuck in those things.
Only for a piece of candy.
I know, but
Which
you're
is
just
great.
so hungry.
Bag of chips.
Yeah, you're
Bag
so
of chips,
hungry.
right.
You're
Soda.
craving those Doritos. But this guy was craving a Coca-Cola specifically. So he was at a hotel and he puts his money in the machine to get a Coca-Cola. Well, it's not like it didn't give him anything. It just gave him the wrong product. So this man loses his mind. He's just like, no, I want what I want. So he's arguing with the Coke machine. And the Coke machine's not doing anything back. Well, it looks like then when he attempted to get his money back and the machine refused because it gave him a soda.
Sure.
It infuriated him, and he punched the machine, they said, several times, eventually putting a hole straight through it. Yep. Despite the violence, the machine failed to provide a refund.
Why? Because he didn't ask nicely.
He should have asked nicely. Yep. So, dude just stormed away, but witnesses watched the whole thing, the destruction. They helped deputies find this Polk County man the next day, so he got away with it for a day. And he confirmed that he caused the damages and admitted that he was very angry about him not getting his Coca-Cola.
That was me.
It looks like that the damages were $1,500 in damages to the vending machine.
That's a lot.
So now he's been charged with felony criminal mischief.
Okay, so what's worse, when the vending machine gives you the wrong item or it doesn't give you anything at all?
Nothing.
What's worse?
I would say nothing at all. Right? Because at least you got something. I mean, I know you don't get either way, you're not getting a refund, right?
Right.
Like if you get that little thing and your snack gets stuck, you're not getting a refund.
No, you could shake a little. And
Yeah.
Maybe it comes out. Yeah,
Maybe.
but I would rather something than zip.
Than nothing. What about you?
I don't know. I think I'd rather not get anything because I think you got a better chance of getting a refund. I know you say you don't, you can't, but at least you have a chance. And like if you leave a note, I know in our other Port St. Lucie building, the old one up in the Pizzle, every now and then, if like it didn't give us what we asked for, you could put a note on there, and I think the vending company used to give you money back.
Okay.
But if you actually get something, well, you got a product. It may not be what you wanted, but at least you got something. Hard to give that back and ask for your money back.
True.
But I don't know. It's probably rare that you're in a situation where either or you could get money for it. But
And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, and you out there in Radio Land, you give us all the information. Jimmy, do we have somebody on hold?
We have Al on the line. Al, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
I had it on speaker.
No problem.
I got a question. You said that you had, Greek.
Yes.
You guys said that you had, Franny, I'm glad you're back from your vacation, first off.
Thanks, Al.
Well, actually, back from your staycation.
Yes. Thank you.
Sorry about that, but hey, it could have been worse.
No, I had a good time. I appreciate it.
Oh, that's cool. I was wondering, you said that you had two friends and they were both married, they were both cheating, but you wouldn't say who they were?
I didn't hear it begin. I had two bosses, I said years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, mine was my uncle and my aunt were cheating on each other.
Okay.
And my uncle found out. And even though he was cheating on her, he went over to the guy's house, knocked on the door, and confronted him. Didn't scream, didn't yell. He just said, look, if you are going to do it, not in my house. And he walked away.
Oh, that was nice.
Understanding fella.
Yeah. I mean, that was good that he didn't get mad. Now, you think if he wasn't cheating, he would have had a different approach?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, who would?
Yeah. Did they stay together or did they break up?
Yeah. I think they had an open relationship just to keep the marriage together.
Oh, okay.
And they worked it out.
Oh, that's good.
Together.
Oh, that's nice. I'm glad when things work out for people.
I got to give them kudos. They are still together.
Well, God bless. Sometimes you get a little bump in the road and you just need a little reboot and you keep it going.
Yeah, that's true. My cousin was horrible. Their kid, when they lived here in Florida, him and these guys would wait till the Mexicans got home. And when one of them was singled out, they would jump him, take his money that he got from that day, and they would beat him so bad that they would have to go to the hospital.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
Oh, yeah. And when my aunt and uncle found out about it, all they did was send them to drug rehab. They didn't turn them in. They could have killed these people.
That's terrible.
Into their life. And he was laughing and bragging about it after he got out of rehab and was sitting there with a needle in his arm.
Terrible. Ugh, that's sad.
Ridiculous.
Not a good story.
I don't know how some people, I don't know how some people get so addicted that they have to do something like that. I can't.
Well, it's a severe problem, obviously.
Yeah.
And they need help beyond belief. And it's sad you don't ever put your hands on anybody to harm them.
And that's beyond drugs, too. I mean, that's something that is within him and a very, very evil person that could do that.
Mm-hmm. It's terrible.
Yeah. That's a pack mentality. And I guess he was the aggressor because he was mostly the one laughing about it. And they didn't do nothing about it.
Again, that's just terrible.
Down here and I would have known, I would have turned them in.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a good thing to do. That's what you should do. Nobody should be allowed to do stuff like that to another individual. But we appreciate the call, brother. Thank you for listening all the time to Real Radio, and thanks for always dropping in for a little comment here or there.
If you're gonna go away and take pictures, don't put them online until you get back.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. We did talk about that.
Jimmy said that before.
Well,
yes.
you don't. Well, actually, that's a great follow up to what I said, where you don't put it out there that you're going away, but even better, don't post pictures while you're away too. That's a great add to that, Al. Thank you.
Thank you very much, brother.
Exactly.
You have a great day.
Bye.
It is Real Radio on a Wednesday. We'll come back with some stories about Ellen and a couple celebrities that are doing some crazy things to say goodbye to her. Her show ends next week after 19 years, I believe. And we also got some WWGD. We'll be back. Peace.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move throughout our Wednesday. But we'll see the sea breeze push a few showers and isolated thunderstorms further inland later into the day. Could see a few heavy downpours. Otherwise, most areas are dry, but it's hot and humid out there. Temperatures are near 90 degrees. Feeling close to 100, though, with that humidity.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait. They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
What's all the buzz about cleaning your nose, nasal hygiene, and Navage? The science is simple. Your nose is the body's air filter for trapping allergens and viruses, but it's not perfect. Like washing your hands and brushing your teeth, it's time to start cleaning your nose, too. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the back of the nose where most allergens and viruses multiply, then flushes them out the other nostril before they reach your lungs. My name's Martin Hoke, and I didn't invent nasal irrigation. It's been around thousands of years. I did invent Navage to make it easy for everyone. In less than 30 seconds, you can clean your nose. And because it's all natural and drug-free, it's safe to use Navage every single day. Are you ready to join nearly 3 million people who use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier? At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
To understand what makes Diamonds Direct different, you have to understand our history. It goes back 70 years to a renowned diamond cutter overseas. From there came years of diamond cutting, manufacturing, and wholesaling, supplying exquisite fine diamonds to top high-end jewelers. Eventually, those same wholesalers began selling direct to you, and that started a revolution. Today, we are a global diamond powerhouse with hundreds of thousands of customers and an impeccable reputation. But our core values remain the same as always. Our diamonds are the highest quality, cut by the best craftsmen. Our prices are the most compelling. Our selection is staggering. Our warranties and guarantees are unbeatable. And our entire team's only goal is to help you find the diamond of your dreams. So, as the story unfolds and the revolution continues, we invite you into our home to enjoy a jewelry shopping experience unlike any other. Born in craftsmanship, rooted in quality, and thriving in passion. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. In Boca Raton behind Town Center Mall.
You know, every 3 seconds there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web. Now, protecting your identity can be very easy thanks to LifeLock by Norton. No one company can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction of every business, but LifeLock, it's simple and easy to protect yourself, and you'll save up to 25% off your first year when you go to LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock. Just use the promo code Hannity.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Driving along the Palm Beaches is a good one today. Taking a look at the traffic cameras, no big incidents on 95. Turnpike is up to speed. Make sure that you slow down for pedestrians on your ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Available now from iHeart, returning for Season 3, is The Restless Ones, an original podcast presented by T-Mobile for Business and iHeartRadio. Join me as I sit down for in-depth discussions with the people at the intersection of technology and business. You'll learn how each of these leaders is building a bridge to what's next and leveraging transformative technologies like 5G to create a more connected and meaningful future today. Listen to The Restless Ones on the iHeartRadio app or wherever
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back on the Penthouse on a Wednesday afternoon. I am the Greek. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you all the time. I bow to you. I appreciate you guys listening all the time to Real Radio. The Penthouse 10 to 2 every day. Jimmy is here.
Good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hello.
And Ellen is hanging it up next week after a whole bunch of issues that she had. She lost in some markets, they said, over 1 million viewers.
Is that why? I thought she said that 19 years is what she had planned on the whole entire time.
She did say that.
Just kidding.
She said, I want that.
She's like, this is what I planned on, 19 years.
I've always did
From
19
the beginning, that was my plan.
She made so much money. It's crazy amount of money, which her value is, net worth is amazing. But there's a lot of people saying goodbye, a lot of comedians, David Spade, Kevin Hart, Chelsea. And she took off her top, supposedly.
Chelsea Handler loves to take off her top. That's what you're talking about. Yeah. In her video, she did not have a top.
And nobody calls her crazy.
Nope. She does. She has videos. And by the way, she's a fantastic skier. She's got videos of her skiing, and she's like, she doesn't even need poles. Like, she's skiing, and she's always just like in panties and no top going down mountains.
Yeah. Crazy. Jimmy, a Jersey girl. She grew up in Livingston.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying she's from
Explains
Jersey.
a lot.
Yeah, Livingston. Yeah. And now she's getting very close, I think, to get engaged to Joe Coy, our good friend from the show for years. But yeah, they've been dating for about a year. But yeah, she's crazy. She really is. Always has books coming out, different things. She hasn't really been out too much, like entertaining.
She's on tour.
Yeah. Now she is? Because she was for a while, she wasn't doing much.
Yeah, she's been on tour.
But yeah, she's definitely crazy. But Ellen, hanging it up after 19 years. And she's saying goodbye. Next week is her last show. We talked about Jennifer Aniston being on her last show because she was her first guest ever, which is pretty cool. But yeah, great career. Unfortunately, ended on a bad note. And no matter what she says, I think people will always be like, well, no, it went out because, what you did and how she treated people that were on her show. And some of the people who worked with her.
And a lot of big stars, like you mentioned. I mean, when you look at this week, and she's got random videos of people doing stuff. I know Keith Urban wrote a song for a farewell. Yeah, P. Diddy, John Legend. I mean, it's just a who's who, which makes you go, all right, so was it her that people didn't like, or was it more of an issue with her staff and that she just didn't take charge of it as being her boss and realize what was going on?
Well, I mean, 20 years.
Behind the scenes.
19 years, she's had hundreds and hundreds of guests. So maybe there was, I don't know, some guests that she just didn't treat right. Yeah. I don't know, or she didn't like. Maybe 100 of them. I don't know. It was enough to jeopardize her.
But it was more of an issue with staff than it was guests. And then after that happened, you had some guests come and oh, she kind of sucks.
Yeah. Well, again, like I said, it could have been a lot of people that she really didn't treat well. But again, when you're making money for the networks and doing well, they could have just, put it to the side. I don't know. I mean, again, the people who had these claims about her were pretty strong enough that it canceled her show. I believe what you do. I don't believe that she was just going to end it after.
Well, nobody said it's canceled.
Yeah, well,
that's not word on the street.
Yeah.
She's retiring. Yeah, she's ending her show.
Politically correct thing to say. She's ending her show.
Because if it would have gotten canceled, how long ago did these rumors come out? A couple years ago? They would have, I thought, axed her. If they really thought that she was capable or did these things, you would think with this cancel culture we live in, that year she would have been done. Because this is a handful of years ago that all these allegations came out.
Well, that was pretty rough when it happened. When it came out, I mean, I'm surprised it didn't take her down at that time, But she gets a pass of who she is. She gets a pass.
Mm-hmm. And we don't know what her contract was and how much they owed her. That could have had something to do with it. The
Possibly.
network might have been like, hey, let's try to keep her on and we could still make some money even if her ratings dropped. Because if they canceled her completely, they would have lost everything. She lost 1 million viewers, they said, in some markets, but she still was doing okay and enough to get advertisers to stay with her.
I wonder how the season has been, though, as far as viewership. I would be very curious on that to see whether or not those people came back or not. Because, I mean, since that went away, I mean, that's sort of gone, because they had that, then they went into taping series, that time of a year. And then, where's the off season, I should say, probably a better way of saying it. And then she comes back and they've got the farewell. But by that time, people's forgotten about it. We're already on to the next thing to make drama about.
Yeah, I think that I would assume the last month and the last week, the ratings would be good.
I would imagine, especially past year has probably been pretty good. Because, I mean, talk about a star-studded cast of people that she's had on the show. You know, I would just imagine. I don't know. I don't follow the ratings. So.
Two people, not only her, but also Wendy Williams. She's
but she's been going with a lot of mental and health issues.
Sure, but she's been off the air.
But it's so funny, but it's still called the Wendy Williams Show.
Yeah.
And they've had, was it Sherry Shepherd they announced was going to be her replacement, who kind of sat in for her for a long time. I think it was Sherry Shepherd. And then they've had other people sit in and saying that basically she's not coming back.
Yeah.
But why is it still called the Wendy Williams Show then? I mean, this has been going on for almost a year, I feel like.
Long time, yeah.
But she's saying, I'm going to be back. Don't you guys worry. I don't know what everybody's talking about. My mental state is fine.
Maybe she still owns the rights.
Maybe.
So it stays with her name.
Yeah. I know there was a comedian that was doing it for a while. She also went through a very bad divorce. I know that. So there was a lot of things she was doing. But two people who were on for years, Wendy Williams and Ellen, both not going to be on anymore. And like I said, Ellen, I don't know. It could have been her staff. Like you said, people accused her of it. But it was enough to bring her down. I think that. And we don't know behind the scenes. I think that's what the network thought. It was, hey, she could still draw some people in. We could still make some money. It's all business. We'll we'll keep her to the end and we'll negotiate her, the way she can leave. And we're leaving not on a bad note. We're leaving on a good note.
And she kind of went out there and did the apology thing, right? I mean, she didn't shy away from that. And I think she tried to make it look a little bit better. And she said she did a full investigation and apparently terminated the people that were within the organization that did a lot of the things that they were accused of. I don't know. I don't know how much better you do it.
No, I think it's right. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to apologize and look into it. I mean, they know. They're so big.
I mean, that doesn't account for the accusations about her being mean or whatever. No. I mean, you can't take that away, but.
No, but I mean, there's so many people that these shows have that I don't know if she has the accountability over everybody. Should she? Maybe. I don't know. But when you're that big, I mean, you got to get ready for your show, do your thing, and there's a lot of things, I'm sure, behind the scenes that get done. I mean, you can't really account for. And I'm sure there's a lot of stuff they don't even bring to her attention. Because she's Ellen. She's the big star.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens every day.
And stuff like that. Sure. There's a huge production behind you. And sometimes it's just you do your own thing and they kind of rush you like when it's time for you to go. I mean, we saw when we went to Letterman, which is, it's a late show. It's not a daytime show. But we saw like what happens behind the scenes. Yep. I mean, it's a city back there. It's a production of everybody that goes out there. And I can't imagine he knew everything that was happening behind the scenes.
No. I can't believe that in a lot of things. They talk about with sports sometimes too, different things that happen, and some people are aware of every single thing and some people are not, and some people don't want to know for that reason.
It's a show, there's a production, there's a clock, there's somebody that's directing somebody. You have to go here, you got to go here, and maybe you can't always be polite, and you've got to push people along. Okay, got to go over here, this is your standing room, and sometimes that can be perceived as being mean.
And people have bad days. I mean, if you're doing it for 19 years of your life, even us doing this, I mean, it's not like we try, when the mics are cracked, we try to entertain whatever, but it's not. But some people walk in sometimes not feeling the best. Maybe you had a bad day before you walked in, or whatever the case may be. I mean, we're all human.
No doubt about it. It is the Penthouse, and it's always the best view in the house is the Penthouse. We'll come back with a trifecta, a little WWGD, and then we're going to wrap this up and hand it over to the news junkie. Peace.
Because your pets are pretty lonely when you're gone. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
The Treasure Coast Songwriters Festival, presented by Gordon and Partners, fortheinjured.com. Coming to Martin County. Enjoy small venue shows with over a dozen of VMI Nashville's most accomplished songwriters who've written hits for George Strait, Garth Brooks, Keith Urban, and more. 4 days of free music this Thursday through Sunday. Go to tcsongwriters.com for more. Sponsored by Pirates Cove Resort and Marina and Manatee Island Bar and Grill in Port Salerno. Latitudes at the Marriott Beach Resort on Hutchinson Island. By St. Lucie Battery and Tire. And by Florida A&M University's Mary.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move throughout our Wednesday. But we'll see the sea breeze push a few showers and isolated thunderstorms further inland later into the day. Could see a few heavy downpours. Otherwise, most areas are dry, but it's hot and humid out there. Temperatures are near 90 degrees, feeling close to 100, though, with that humidity.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding, and we've paid over $80 million in closing costs. Visit rpfunding.com to see how much we'll pay for your refinance, or call 855-773-8634.
Terms and conditions apply. We must 7168 Equal Housing.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. Almost half of all cyber attacks target small businesses, so help protect yours with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company, so you can be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet for $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract required. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 6/22/22. Enrollment in EcoBill and autopay required. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Security Edge available for additional charge. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award.
KFC knows that when it comes to chicken sandwiches, there's good and there's finger-licking good.
A chicken sandwich? That's good. A 100% white meat KFC chicken sandwich so delicious it forces you to rethink everything you know about sandwiches, including whether or not they even need buns, but then you remember how good a brioche bun can be and then having to rethink your rethinking? That's finger-licking good.
KFC's chicken sandwich, always served hot and crispy, in your choice of classic or spicy. Order now on the KFC app. Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's finger-licking good.
Prices and product availability may vary.
So, as you graduate and head out into the world, there's only one thing that you need to know. Hi, this is Jamie from Progressive. Yeah, I can talk now. Progressive protects you 24/7. So, tell me what happened. Oh, I'm sorry, Gene. Can you give me 1 second? Brush after every meal. Congratulations and thank you. Sorry about that. I'm back. So tell me about this fender bender.
Contact us 24/7 on the phone, online, or on the mobile app. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss Show podcast. Each week, Mark Moss, an investor, crypto expert, and host of the popular YouTube series, shares his knowledge as a true entrepreneur. Listen to the Mark Moss podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You know, every 3 seconds there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web. Now, protecting your identity can be very easy thanks to LifeLock by Norton. No one company can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction of every business, but LifeLock, it's simple and easy to protect yourself, and you'll save up to 25% off your first year when you go to LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock. Just use the promo code Hannity.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
I tend to second-guess dinners with friends because they're often interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit Creon.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREON.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Long-term construction continues in West Palm Beach. Look out for periodic lane closures and delays. Southern Boulevard East at Flagler Drive. Good news, our Palm Beach Expressway is up to speed. We're not seeing any accidents on the Turnpike or 95. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency? Check out the Mark Moss wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday afternoon. Thank you for listening to Real Radio. Always appreciate you guys. After us, it is the News Junkie. They will take you home from 2 to 6. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
And you got Francis.
Hello, hello.
And we'll do a quick trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Yankees won last night 6-5, and they have a record winning streak going, and they are 27-9. They have the most wins in Major League Baseball. Hats off to the Yankees. And Judge hit 2 home runs last night. So Judge, Stanton, and Rizzo together, they got over 35 home runs. They are hitting it. They are the Bronx Bombers, no doubt about it. They are hitting them out of the park. And last night, the Miami Heat, big night for them, 118-107. They ended up covering the spread, and Jimmy Butler had a record night, dropping in 41 points. Thursday night is the next night, and that'll be Game 2 taking on the Celtics. Hopefully the Heat can stay hot. In hockey, up the road a little, we didn't do as well. We got beat by the Tampa Bay Lightning, the champs, 2 years in a row, beat them 4-1. Hopefully we can win Game 2. Don't worry, because it happened the last time we lost the first game in the first round against the Capitals. So we'll see what happens with the Panthers. Hopefully they can get a W. You don't want to go down 0-2 and then have to go up to Tampa. That's not a good thing. And Orlando Magic had some magic last night in the lottery in the NBA draft. They were awarded the first pick of the draft. So hats off to Orlando Magic. This could be a sign of good things to come, adding a superstar. And that is your last trifecta of the day. And now we're going to spin it over to Franny, and she's going to give you a little WWGD.
Get ready for WWGD. What would Greek do?
Oh, that's what's always snaggapus.
Can you believe people ask this guy for advice?
He'd have lost 3 in a row. Feels like the wheels are turning off the ship.
I mean, really?
Yes, this is the 22nd edition of Ultra Music Festival. That kicked off, what's today?
Today?
Seriously?
Forget about it.
You hired.
Your clog is plump.
It's WWGD.
Yes, and if you want to write into WWGD, it's super simple. All you have to do is email us. That's jimmy@realradio921.com. And what you're writing in is, well, you're seeking advice from the G-Man. We do this every Wednesday after his final trifecta. And, of course, we get Jimmy's advice as well. If you want to watch us as we do this, make sure you go to Real TV. That's realradio921.com. Just click on that Real TV icon, and that is brought to you by our friends at Monroe's of Palm Beach. All right, let's start with Scott. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it looks like Scott says my girlfriend and I have hit what he calls a bad stretch in our relationship. And it seems like everything he does at this point annoys her.
It happens.
Yes. I hate the way you breathe. I'm just kidding. He's just like everything.
I like the way you cut your steak.
I don't like. It's bothering her. Yes. She says we need to separate for a little time issue. But the problem, the issue is that they live together. So he's like, I need a break from you, but they live together. Rent is crazy high, as we all know. And they get a really good deal on the place that they live. And it was his friend who actually hooked him up with this place because his friend owns the condo that they're living in.
Oh.
Yeah. So she wants him to find a new place. And they still have 10 months left on the lease. She said if things start to get better, then he can move back in. G-Man, he wants to know how you would handle this situation. What would Greek do?
I mean, love is blind for a reason. Obviously, we've been in situations like that. He's not going to want to piss her off, but he got the place. And I don't think it's right for her to ask him to leave. And then he's got to go pay a ridiculous amount of money. And he's not going to get a place for 2 or 3 months unless he can bunk with somebody. Maybe a friend or a family member. Then that's the only way I would tell him to leave. That maybe he could say, okay, I'm going to go with my mom's or my dad's or my brother's or Jimmy's or Greek's for like a month. But I wouldn't go and sign a lease anywhere because that's not fair, especially because his friend is the one that got the condo from him. I would try first to see if you could maybe bunk someplace for a month, and then after a month, if it didn't work out, I have to move back in and tell her, look, I can't do it. Things are too expensive. It's not fair for him to leave, especially when it's his friend's condo, and I think it's only fair. Also, you can't really trust what she's saying because she could just be like, oh, leave for a month, and she never let you back in. There are people who tell you, even in a marriage, when you're married, you get bad. Don't leave the house because once you leave, it's like abandonment. So I don't think it's a good idea. But I mean, if he wants to work it out, and it seems like he does, sometimes when you're in situations with people, you don't want to piss them off because you know what, you feel like you're going to push them farther away. But here's the news: they're already away. So I would try to be nice and find someplace maybe for a couple weeks. But I'd be like, no, I'm not moving out permanently because I don't think he'll get back in.
How about you, Jimmy?
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like this relationship is over. So now it's a matter of how do you find ways to find a place to live with 10 months. That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know what you do. You can't leave because, I mean, boy, I don't know. I really don't know what the answer is for this one.
There's a lot of divorced couples who are living together right now because they can't afford to get their own places.
Yeah. Probably maybe try to figure out what it is that you're doing that annoys her and stop doing it. And maybe hang in there for 10 months, see if you can work out something with her. You have your own separate rooms, possibly something to separate, but still stay in there. Because you're right, it's way too expensive to just go to find something. And what's available.
And then once you sign a new lease, you're screwed. I mean, you can't get it.
And most of the time, too, then you got to come up with first, last, security. It's not cheap to move in.
And the other thing he has to realize, and it happened to somebody, if it's his friend, just say, nobody knows what tomorrow brings. She could leave in 2 months. Like, who's on the lease?
Yeah.
Suppose he's on the lease.
If he's on the lease, he stays.
I'm assuming both of them are on a lease.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
It doesn't say, but I'm just saying you never know.
And not just that, it's his friend. His friend is probably like, no, you're staying. She can get out.
Well,
I mean.
All right. Well, then that makes things a little easier.
Yeah.
If your name is on the lease and hers isn't, you ain't going nowhere, pal.
Yeah. And then that's it. Because you don't want to get stuck with two bills.
No.
And I know that you're not married, but you don't necessarily have to be married to go this route in life. And maybe therapy, maybe suggest that. Like, maybe we can talk to somebody about your issues with me and our issues together before we decide to separate and go our own ways.
That'd be nice if they could do that.
Time off. I mean, maybe that's it. Because, it doesn't seem like one thing. He says everything about him annoys her at this point.
And sometimes when there's little things and inconsistencies in every relationship, you know what? It's a red flag. There's a reason why. I got a buddy of mine who's been seeing a girl for about a month. And again, I'm far from an expert in anything. And every time he wants to see her, there was a little bit of a kibosh going on. He couldn't see her. She would be late. I said, maybe she's got a boyfriend. He goes, what are you, crazy? Last night she called and she goes, I got a boyfriend. I didn't know how to tell you. You never know with people.
Yeah.
She could have somebody already. I wouldn't leave. I mean, especially if it's his friend.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, I'll sleep on the couch. But I'm not leaving. Why should you?
Yeah.
You're not going to get back in.
If your name's on the lease.
Yeah.
Now, if her name's on the lease.
That's different.
And you're not.
I'm assuming.
Then go, because there's no obligation.
Oh, yeah.
Who was on the lease is the first question
Of
that has
course.
to be answered.
Yeah.
And if he got this hookup through his buddy, my assumption would be he is,
Right.
but they both could be on the lease.
You would think, right?
Yeah, that would be my assumption. But man, that's tough, Scott.
And I do think if her name was on the lease, like Jimmy said, I think she would have kicked him out already and just said, hey, you're gone. My name's on the lease. Get out. And, it's a tough situation. But I think there's ways you can work it out. But I wouldn't leave and go to another place and rent. It's not good.
All right, Scott, that's tough.
But the sad part is, it sounds like the relationship is over, though. I mean, I don't think there's any question about that.
Sometimes it happens. There's, sometimes relationship, like there's a switch that just turns off and you can never turn it back on again.
Yeah, that's the
and
thing.
it sounds like her switch is off with him at least. All right, next up we got Nancy, and Nancy said her and her dad, her dad and her mom are getting a divorce after 27 years of marriage. And she is put in the middle of it every day. Well, I guess her mom is the one who cheated on her dad, but her mom is telling her that the reason all this stuff is because her dad was a bad husband. Okay. So now you're getting dad be like, well, she cheated, and then you're getting mom like, well, he's a bad husband, and she's just going back and forth with them, and she is hating this situation, and she was like, how can I handle this without hurting one of them and basically picking sides? She's like, I know my mom is wrong for cheating. What would Greek do?
I mean, with your parents, it's so hard. And when it's a different divorce when you're an adult as to when you're a child. It's two different things. My brother always said, as you become older, you become the parent, and your parents become the child. It's one of the things he always says. So you got to realize your responsibility does change. I would just try to stay in the middle ground. Cheating is wrong, obviously, and some people will feel that trumps everything. And I'm sure the dad's going to her saying, "Can you believe your mom cheated?" If the dad was a bad husband, that's no reason to cheat. It's a hard situation. I mean, it really is, because you don't want to take sides. So I would try to stay as neutral as I can, and I would also maybe sit down with both of them and say, "Look, I don't want to take sides. I was lucky. I was very young when my parents got divorced, but my mother never badmouthed my dad. Never did. Had her jokes and stuff like that, but never badmouthed him. So it was easy for me as far as that goes. But it's tough to take sides, and it's tough to go against your parents because you don't want to feel bad. Who wants that guilt? So, in divorce, nobody wins, unfortunately, and everybody gets cheated out of a lot of love and time. But the best thing I would try to do is maybe put them together and say, "Look, guys, I don't want to pick sides. I know you're getting divorced after all these years. I love you both the same. Try to keep me out of it." That's all.
Jimmy?
Yep. That's it. That's all you can do,
Yeah.
right?
It's hard.
Because I don't hear any animosity with Nancy on either one of them. You got to try to stay as neutral as possible. And I don't know. Probably the only thing, maybe it's better to talk to them individually on the sides where they're not together, having that extra influence on you, and just like Greek said, and I agree 800%. Just tell them, "Look, I can't choose. I can't. It's
too hard.
And please don't ask them not to make you choose.
Yeah.
I think that'll kind of put it into a more of a perspective for them to understand that they're putting you in a bad position.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. You just have to talk to him to say you don't want to be in the middle of this.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very hard.
And then finally we have Mark that writes in, and Mark is in AA, and he met a girl who he really likes, but she's going through a bad divorce and has a bit of a drinking problem. Well, his friends are...
Thus meeting in AA.
Yes. His friends are saying stay away and get your life straight before you take on any more issues. I agree with your friends. Or someone else. He's like, "I really like her and I feel like we can help each other." Greek, what would you do?
Again, I've learned this so many times. When it comes to affairs of the heart, he's going to date her. And I think the friends are right. You got to take care of yourself first.
Yes.
You're in there as a program to try to get better, because whatever situation you had was so bad it was affecting your life. I think it's great to have a friend. I think it's great to have somebody you're going through what it is, but I don't think it's a great thing right now to take on any more burden. But he probably will. If I was betting, I'd be comfortable saying those two are going to date. I've heard of a lot of people dating and meeting people in rehab for drugs.
But she's not in rehab.
Yeah, but I'm saying I've just heard people who have problems and they try to help each other. So I don't know. I would tell him not to do it, but I think he's going to do it. And if he does it, then I would be very, very careful. But I would stay away. Get help yourself. You can't help anybody else if you can't help yourself.
Fix yourself first, Mark. What do you think, Jimmy?
When you first read that, so they didn't meet while in an AA
She's
meeting
not in
type
AA.
thing. She's not in AA?
No.
Oh, okay, then that completely changes my take on it. Because you said that towards the end there. I'm like, okay, well, I
no,
was
she's
taking
going
it
through
in
a bad
different way.
divorce, and she has a drinking problem.
Oh, yeah, no. You can't be around it. You can't be around somebody with a drinking problem when you have a drinking problem. I mean, if you were both in the program together, it'd be different. After she got divorced, maybe, that type of thing. But no, if she is still actively drinking and has a problem with it to boot, you can't be around that. That's one of the steps in AA is ridding those type of people from your life. Yeah, no, you can't do it, Mark. Please stay away from
Yeah,
that.
he says something. I really like her, and I feel like we can help each other. Mark, you need to help yourself first before you take on somebody else.
Sure.
You absolutely do. And I know not everything's set in stone, but I have somebody very close to me in my family who went through the whole AA thing, and she's doing fantastic. It's not a set in stone, but it's one of those things. They say that I think the rule is, and if somebody's listening, I'm sure you know better, that they really do think that you should wait until 1 year that you've been sober before you even put yourself out there in the dating world.
Yeah.
Especially to be around somebody who has a drinking problem can take you right off that wagon.
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people. I know some people now I have friends who went into AA and they're dating people who don't. It's tough because then they're drinking.
And not only that, but you know this person has a drinking problem. It's not even like they're just a social drinker that you're trying to be.
And they're going through a bad divorce.
And
she's
she's
got
going through that as well.
lot of baggage right now for you to take on.
I imagine she's looking to that bottle for her own health.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll probably bang her.
Stay away, Mark. Say, listen, if things work out and maybe she gets help for herself and she goes through a divorce and whatever and she's still around, maybe in the future you guys can work things out. But as for now, take care of you.
Yeah, it's very good advice.
Yeah.
But I don't think he'll take it. It sounds like already he's going down that path. But you definitely got to stay away from people. If you have any kind of problem, you can't be around people. And your friends, too. I mean, they tell you that all the time and anytime. It could be gambling. You can't be around your friends. Because you know all it is temptation. And even if it starts small, it continues on. And then before you know it, you're back. It is the Penthouse. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Jimmy, for help. Always WWGD. You can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. And we will take on your little issues, and I'll try to set you straight. Not always going to give you the right advice, but maybe just a different opinion that maybe you could turn the glass upside down. Jimmy, great job as always. Thank you so much for your help behind the scenes and what you do in front of the microphone.
Thank you very much, Greek. Thank you very much, Francis. Love working with you guys, and thank you for listening.
Franny, good job. It's always great to have you back in the house, and it is so nice that you did come back. In actuality, you didn't go far, but you were pretty close. But we're glad you came back. Thanks for your help.
Yeah, well, thank you. And thank you for welcoming me back. It's always a pleasure working with you, Jimmy, of course, you, G-Man. And there would be no us without you. So thank you so much for tuning in. And I know that a lot of you stay tuned in, obviously for the entertainment, but also to hear Greek's parting words.
When you're bowling, don't worry about the pins that you miss. Worry about the pins that you knock down. The ones you miss, you might get another shot in life. The ones you knock down, you're already knocked down. We will see you tomorrow. Think about that. It's deep.
So
Peace.
Deep.
Chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move throughout our Wednesday. But we'll see the sea breeze push a few showers and isolated thunderstorms further inland later into the day. Could see a few heavy downpours. Otherwise, most areas are dry, but it's hot and humid out there. Temperatures are near 90 degrees, feeling close to 100 though with that humidity.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Want to learn more about cryptocurrency?